Should I set up your sync for you?
What?
Sync up at this point. 3, 2, 1.
I don't think he heard that clap. Mario, a young man, poor man, sitting in the street, gonna take on the world someday. I got
blood on your face, big disgrace.
Alright, go. This is the third podcast of I Don't Know. I'm Drew Sherrod, coming at you.
Hello, I'm Josh Kosminski, and this is a study on modern jazz.
My name is Devin, also known as Kaiser Nephilim, who will not be giving his last name. If you are important and you know me, you already know my last name.
Rory McBory is not here yet. He will be later, though.
Ass hat!
So the first thing we want to say is, this is a special podcast, kind of, because we don't have soda yet. Rory's bringing soda. This is the Milk and Cookies podcast. So we have milk and cookies. Girl Scout cookies, specifically.
Gotta love that Thin Mint.
Yeah. The greatest in... Apparently, so, in Illinois, or, I guess you're from Illinois, actually.
Yes.
So,
yes, I am.
In Illinois...
I'm not a Bears fan. Relax your tits.
In Illinois, thanks, not it. Peanut butter patties are called tagalongs, and caramel delights are called Samoas.
I cannot vouch for this.
Caramel delights are also called Samoas in Minnesota.
I cannot vouch for this.
think.
I do not know this.
Yeah,
offhand.
apparently there's different names for Girl Scout cookies in different...
Unfortunately, I cannot vouch for
Of
this.
course, they also call soda pop in Minnesota, so...
Oh,
I was gonna say, if you said Illinois, I was like, no, we don't.
Minnesota calls it pop. The
Yes.
state that has soda in the name calls it pop. That doesn't make any sense. But whatever. So
It's because they're close to Canada.
today, first of all, I wanted to announce something new to the podcast. We're going to start a new feature at the beginning of the podcast called Now You Know. And what Now You Know is we're going to have, in every podcast, we're going to have people ask questions in the comments below. So, and then we will answer our favorite question on the podcast in the next podcast. So it won't be applicable for this one, but
If the first
for next
question...
time,
I have a question. Why is Rory such a bitch?
no, it has to be in the comments. Since you're not, TriForce Bros can't do it. Since you are not a TriForce Bros, you can do it.
Go check the comments on this video now.
It's not up yet, Devin, but when it is...
Last video. Last video. By last video, I mean the first one, not the second one.
Alright, we'll answer that in this video then.
Why is
Rory
Rory
is
so...
a bitch because he has a vagina and tits. There you go. And luscious hair. Isn't that right?
They are
Josh?
luscious. It's
Have
luscious
you seen
locks.
his vagina before?
I've not seen his vagina.
I've
I'm
seen
not.
his tits.
I'm not that level with him.
I have seen his
We're only
vagina
at the
too
first
because
of
I'm
the
his brother.
bases.
So I mean, I'm her brother. Sorry. All right, but Roy will be here soon. We promise. So before we get into some other things, I wanted to talk about some news items recently.
If the next question is why is Devin mean to everyone, it's just my personality. If you know me.
Okay. So first of all, we're the Hyrule Warriors, and Devin is our first Lowrule Champ, and we'll explain what that is when Rory gets here. But Devin is Rory's Lowrule Champ, which is exactly why Rory is not here to introduce him for you. Yeah. So
I don't get a proper introduction, guys.
Recent news items. Leo finally got his Oscar for a movie that wasn't that good.
Yeah, that's true.
I liked The Martian. That was good.
You saw The Martian?
I liked The Martian.
I thought
I felt it should have won awards more.
Matt Damon was up for the nominee for Best Actor, and Leo won over him. So.
I guess
All I know is I know all the memes. I don't keep up with
the
them.
guy in Trumbo.
I don't keep up with a lot of movies.
Bryan Cranston. All three of those actors deserved it more than Leo. I am not a personal big fan of Leo. I don't like him much as an actor. Well,
I'm not certified to speak on this because I don't keep up with movies or actors. The only thing I know is Leo has never won an Oscar because of all the memes.
Here's the thing, Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he's a good actor. I don't like the roles he plays. Like, he doesn't fit the roles he's ever played, except for like Catch Me If You Can.
That was good.
And Titanic. And he was good in Inception. Have you seen Inception?
Yes.
It's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say it's too confusing. It's not that confusing a movie.
It's not
It's
you.
really not that confusing.
The biggest part about Inception, I feel, is that you have to watch. It's like Alice in Wonderland. When you read Alice in Wonderland, you reread it multiple times, and you somehow understand more or less than you did the first time.
I mean, Inception is just like different. I mean, it would be. I think of a complicated movie as like you have to go back and like think to the very beginning and like mix
Weave
all
it
these
all.
different parts together. It's a pretty layered movie. Like it goes step by step. You just need to understand the next layer of content to understand the movie. You've seen Inception, right?
I've seen most of it. I haven't seen like all of it in one sitting. I'll show the beginning.
I think again, it's one of those movies where you need to watch it multiple
Then from
times to
minutes
understand
43
everything that happens.
I've only seen it
72.
once, so.
Oh, well.
Then
fuck
from
you.
minutes 12 to 15,
Um.
and then the end credits.
So Deadpool.
Sorry, what? Deadpool was great. Yeah, that's a news item of recently too. This is coming out at the end of March, so it's been out for a month and a half. If you haven't seen it,
It's
go fuck yourself.
it's rated R. They do show tits.
It's the thing is
They're
though,
nice
it's
tits.
not that hardcore rated R. I didn't
know.
think it was that bloody or anything.
Blood.
The
It's a
blood
budget
was-
movie. It's a budget movie.
The blood was very kind of unrealistic. It was like the only like scene where they really show blood is where he cuts his arm off, and it's not.
Or his hand, yeah.
It's because it's on leather.
Oh, now
it's
the
like
arm
not
and hand
gory
debate
at all.
is on your side for a hand. Yeah.
Well, it's a fact that he cuts
Yeah.
off his hand because he's got him in handcuffs.
Yeah, he can't jack off with that hand anymore.
It's like a baby hand
The
then.
baby hand.
He
So
grows
it is
back his
going to
baby
jack
hand.
off.
It's smoother. It can.
I'm going to go feel myself with this smooth baby hand.
I'm touching myself tonight. No, you're not, buddy. You're losing your hand. That was unfortunate.
It was a great movie, great for a budget movie. In fact, as you said, it was a budget
It was
movie.
the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time, and the highest grossing Valentine's weekend movie of all time. Just
That's what I like more than
destroying 50
anything.
Shades of Grey.
That's what I like more than anything is out of all the Valentine's Day movies, Deadpool grosses the highest ever.
I have a question. I would only even see it to make fun of it, and I have not seen it. But have you actually seen the movie 50 Shades of Grey?
No, and I will not.
All right. Have
No.
you seen it? No. I have not seen it.
Because I do know people that are in,
To BDSM?
well, just like dominant and submissive relationships, and that's not how it works.
Yeah, it's not how it works.
It's a movie that glorifies abuse. Also, something I don't want to say is the fact that like a whole argument about it broke out in one of my classes at school, and of course, quite a few of the girls were saying I can't weigh in on this because I'm a man. That's sexism at its finest, right there.
Yeah,
Like,
that sucks.
I think I'm allowed to weigh in my opinion regardless of my gender.
Well, but Roy can weigh in on it because he's a female. He's a bitch. So when he gets here, he can tell us his opinion of 50 Shades of Grey. And all of our other opinions, they're wrong because we're men. And that's terrible. for us
That's
to
a
admit.
scientific fact now.
Yeah.
That's like if you want to get along with your girlfriend, just know that she is always right. That is
That's also true.
If a man is alone in a forest and no one is around to hear him, is he still wrong? The answer is yes.
That's why I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yes. Another thing that happened recently, which wasn't made that big a deal of. A lot of people talked about it for like 5 minutes and then stopped talking about it. But I kind of ranted about it on Facebook. Was the new Facebook feature where you're able to react to things.
I cannot weigh in on this. I'm not on Facebook enough to actually like.
I made
So
my first post
if
ever in my life.
you're not on
2 weeks
Facebook,
ago.
if you're one of those newfangled kids that thinks Facebook's old school and you're a hipster and you're on Instagram or whatever you're on these days.
MySpace. I still remember when that was a thing, though.
You're a year older than me. I don't know what MySpace is. I do know what it is, but still. You had a MySpace?
No, I just know what it is.
But yeah, So, to add to liking, they now have. Have you seen it?
No, I don't go on Facebook.
Okay,
my first
they
post
have-
in my life.
They
It was
now
great.
have this react feature, which allows you to love something, put a wow emoji, put a sad,
Steven.
like
Oh,
crying
wow.
face emoji, put an angry emoji, or put a laughing emoji. The reasoning behind this is not everything is appropriate for like liking something. Like if someone posts about their dog that's died, you wouldn't want to like that, right? My
Well,
argument
unless
to
you're
that,
into that.
I'm
mean-
really. I think this whole feature is really stupid, personally. My argument to that is, then you comment or chat them. You don't put a yellow circle with a teardrop coming down its face instead. That just
That to me sounds like it's an insult, actually. I feel like that's an insult.
Also,
like
when are
boo-hoo.
you ever going to use the angry emoji except to be like passively aggressive against someone?
Oh
the
my
only, The only applicable use I can use for the angry emoji is like clickbait. No.
When you started talking about this, I thought it was just all gonna be like another slam against the Fine Brothers for the whole deal with the reacting, and I
No.
was like, "Oh, Facebook's getting in on it too."
Don't say that name.
Oh,
Shut
sorry.
up. No.
I'm sorry.
No, this isn't a react video. We promise. No.
Go watch the Game Grumps Facebook. Just search Game Grumps Mark Zuckerberg.
Nah.
It's worth 2.5 minutes of your time.
So yeah, you didn't see the musical, right?
Which musical?
Mary Poppins.
Nope. Unfortunately, I did not. Because I am a dick who spent the last
You're-
section of time studying.
Your girlfriend wasn't in it this year. Possibly, I'm
realize.
guessing because of Miss Kelly.
No, she graduated early.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh yeah, she told me that last summer. So is she going to a college now, or is she taking time off to work?
She's taking time off. She's just trying to put stuff together. She technically has to wait until, what is it, May when they hold graduation? May or June. She's
Oh,
got
that's
to.
true.
She's got to wait till then to technically receive her diploma.
That
So,
sucks.
there's that. So she's currently just taking time off to herself, trying
There's
to.
that. Sounds like you're working up to something else. Is there something else about it?
I'm mad because she's not in school and I am.
Oh yeah, that sucks. But
Well,
I mean, some people take a year off, and
some people take a year off. Some people just go straight into work. Some people travel the world.
I mean,
Fuck them.
Trevor graduated a year early, so fuck that kid. Yeah, and Dylan's working now. So Dylan, I wanted to talk about some stories from the musical because I saw it the first night, and there were a couple of things from the first night. I saw it the first night, I saw it Friday night, and I saw the last night. And the opening night, there were a couple stumbles that were pretty funny. So Josh is like,
My favorite was all the way back when I was still working on Sherlock Holmes. I was the sound designer person for it. And Veronica pulls the gun out of her bag and it's backwards. She has to flip it around and point it at you. That was pretty great.
My favorite was when we were on stage and I was doing a scene as Sherwood Holmes and the lights all went out.
Oh, yeah.
You see, I've always been like a prankster on stage and like been on the sidelines like putting my shirt up and shit to mess with people because the first year I was in theater, we were in Tech Week and someone was doing that to me. And Miss Reese, the director at the time, was a director that was just like, fuck 'em, they're gonna do it anyway. They're always gonna do it. You just gotta concentrate. So I'm like, all right, well, I can do this to other people then. So
I'm sorry. I just don't like Miss Reese. And if there's any way she's watching this, I am sorry. You were the worst algebra teacher I have
I've
ever
heard
had.
that. I've heard that.
You've heard my bitch rant. You've heard it.
I've heard that. I've heard she was terrible. But anyway, so for Brad, we were doing Julius Caesar, and I was writing something like the names of the people that were gonna be killed, of like the citizens and stuff. And on stage, like the second night, I wrote his name in it there, and he almost died. And so I thought it was like someone getting. I almost thought like, it's time. Someone's finally getting back at me. Fuck that, they're not gonna win. And I just popped. Apparently there was a moment where people on stage could see my face in sheer panic, and then I just kept going in the dark, and it took them like 5 minutes before the lights turned on again, and I was just continuously talking. But anyway, in the musical, you're revered as a pretty good dancer in the musicals.
Hit me up if you need a dancer at any parties or events. I can teach dance classes. Stripping costs extra money.
Yeah.
My flat rate is $3 million. Yes. A small loan.
So I haven't really
Is that
observed
a
you
3 mil?
I haven't actually, I've been in musicals with you obviously before, but I haven't really observed you dancing before. So I didn't get the chance until the first night they were doing Step in Time because the musical's Mary Poppins. They were doing Step in Time.
Oh, calm down. No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. If you say what you're going to say, I'm leaving.
I logged dead on to Josh, and I was like, oh, he really is a good dancer. All of a sudden, he falls on his ass. No. Josh, please. No, Josh.
I'm done.
Josh, Dylan.
No, bye.
We're going to talk about Dylan next. We're going to talk about Dylan's fuck up.
Alright, fine.
And then...
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
welcome Josh back, guys.
Hey guys, my name is Josh.
Apparently no one
I like long
noticed
walks on the beach as well as nice people.
What is this, Match.com?
No
Yes.
one in my family noticed
eHarmony.
except for me and Dad. So apparently not a lot of people noticed.
Good.
So you've got that going for you.
But
I know.
Hey, but I didn't fall every single night after that. Just saying, I'm a pro.
No one ever notices Josh, so that's not impressive.
He's
but
not
anyway.
wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. I'm a ninja.
Also,
in stealth at all
the first
times.
night, they all, at the end of the play, like a bunch of the tech people jump out from behind the curtains and fire confetti guns. So a bunch of them jumped out, fired it, and then like dove back into the curtains real fast. Dylan Kelly, he jumps out, fires it, and then just fucking stands there like just staring at the confetti fall down on people. And they're like, oh! And he like jumps back into the curtains. And it was the funniest thing. His face was priceless. I don't know what he was thinking about. If it was like naked women or...
That was the LSD. He saw all the pretty sparkles and just kind of was like, oh god.
So yeah, we were at the cast party last night, which we won't talk about for the posterity of other people, but it was not great.
Well.
But so there were a bunch of cookies in front of us, and there were a bunch of cookies.
Is this one of those where I need to come up with a bunch of names to cover the people that were there? The first guy, let's call him John.
Let's call the girl. He wasn't there for this.
Oh.
Let's call the girl Lisa. That's the only one that matters, really.
Lisa's the only girl that matters. You heard it here first.
This one's for all you Lisas out there.
Lisa's.
He's single and ready to mingle. Let's
Actually,
go,
this
Lisa.
is a complaint about this Lisa. So
let me just go ahead and throw on the elevator music.
No, that's okay. But so Lisa, right?
Okay.
I was like fiddling with the cookies, and there were cookies that were like letters, and I took a bunch of the cookies and I went over to Rory, and I was at the same table as Rory and Lisa, and I took the cookies and I took the letters A, S, and S, and I put them in front of Rory to spell ass, and then I put them back in the cookie thing, like with the rest of the cookies. And she started complaining a lot about like me fiddling with the cookies because I was continuously like making different words with it. I like made cuss, and what did I do other than that? I made
Bitch.
No, there wasn't enough letters. There was only a couple letters.
Okay.
But I made a couple different things that were bad.
Good job. Just relatively bad.
There was not enough.
Merci.
Never mind, I'm not going to say that.
Merci, Drew. Merci.
But so she was mad about that, and another girl came up and she was like, apparently the girl was pissed at me. Lisa was pissed at me. Another girl came up, we'll call her Allie, and she took a cookie, and Lisa was like, I wouldn't touch those. He's been filling around with the cookies. And
This is for all you alleys out there.
And I was like, yeah, I was touching them, so I wouldn't worry about it. Because I'm not worried about that sort of thing. Like, these cookies, I just put my hands all over them.
Yeah, you better keep those. I don't want those around.
Did you wash your hands before doing that?
No, I didn't, Devin. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was like, I wanted to turn... she was pissy with me. She told Rory at some point that she did not like his brother. Sorry. Sorry, Rory. Her brother. But anyway, I wanted to be to her. I was like, geez, if you think this is unsanitary, you are going to die in college. You're just not going to survive. But, oh, there was something else I did.
The only way you're good in college is if you clean yourself. Let's be honest.
She was pissed off because there's like 2 little kids in the cast. And because I put ass in front of me, she was like, one of the kids are going to see it. Like, who the fuck cares? Kids hear their parents cuss all the time. It's a rule that they can't cuss, not that they can't hear or see people cuss. No one cares. Also, I'm not calling them over. They're not going to see it. If they come over, I can just go like, oh, throw the letters everywhere.
Oh, look, as.
Yeah. That's
you
totally
literally
what
just
I
pick
meant
them
to
up and
spell.
throw them as hard as you can out of the room.
Just throw them at the kid, actually. Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah, that was that story. So, she left eventually, and I left for a little bit for a walk, and I came back. And I saw that she was gone, and I was like, trying to be polite. Eventually, I stopped touching the cookies. I saw I was being polite. But when I came back, I looked at the cookies, and she was gone. So I went over to the cookies and just buried my hands in the cookies. And I told
You are
Rory,
one wicked
I
bastard.
told Rory, and he's like, "You're a jackass."
That is a jackass move.
Yeah.
Did you?
Not nice. Not nice. I ate some of those cookies.
Did you get a cookie delivered to your car this morning?
There were 2 on my car.
Yeah.
I threw them into my lawn because I did not want them because they were on my car all night.
Zach apparently put a cookie on each of our cars at the guy's sleepover. He put a cookie just on the hood of the cars. And fortunately, I went out that night to grab something from the car and got them before they were, like, bad. I ate it.
You ate a hood cookie?
Yeah. So did Steven. I mean...
Well, Steven's an idiot. I honestly might have expected more from you. But knowing this...
Honestly, I'm so immune to, like, everything.
He's immune to all diseases.
I
Scientists,
just
hit
don't
him up
give a
if you
shit
want any
anymore.
cures to any diseases, because
Yeah.
Drew's immune to everything.
Cancer.
Except idiocy.
Is stupidity
Actually,
a
those
disease?
cookies I touched, if you eat them, you're cured of cancer for life.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is.
So she should have thanked me. If she ate any of those cookies, she's good. She's cured for life. You got any stories about cancer, Devin? Okay. I'm sorry. So Devin, tell me about the things you hate about college.
Well,
First of all, Josh, I have a question. Actually, Josh,
Yeah, man.
what do you think is the suckiest things about high school? About college?
I'm not in college.
Yeah, I know. What are you guessing are the suckiest things?
what do you
Well,
assume?
it's like, at this moment, the suckiest thing is that I'm not in it yet. But,
That's true. It's definitely better than high school.
I procrastinate a lot, and people say it's a lot of words. That's gonna suck.
Yeah. It depends on your major, really. Like, I haven't
I'll be a dance major.
I haven't done all that much.
Dance major.
I'm a dance major.
Aha.
When I was a bio major, it was a lot of work. Like, I mean, just like online quizzes and stuff, usually. But religious studies major, piece of cake.
I was just saying,
Just
don't
write
say.
papers, which is my forte. I mean, I would rather write 17 papers than do a test. I hate testing. I prefer papers by far to testing.
I have a line in the middle. I I can deal with tests. I can deal with papers. But like, currently I'm in an English class and it's like communication skills 2, so it's like business English.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. I loved communication skills 1, but like communication skills 2, we haven't done any papers or anything yet, and I'm like, it's not what I assume out of an English class, and it bothers me.
I gotta be honest. That's pretty funny. I gotta be honest, Josh. I mean, I'm only a freshman in college, but I don't think it's that hard.
I feel like it's easier than high school.
It's a bigger workload, I guess, sometimes, but
it depends on who you have as a teacher, how fast you want to get through it, and what your major is.
yeah, it's not that bad.
Like, just as an example, I'm currently taking 4 classes.
The problem is in college you have so many other activities you want to do, which I am a part of a lot of activities, and also you're really lazy.
I get to
Especially if you live
5:45 every morning, and I leave school around 7 every night.
Well,
My life is at
you
school.
plan on living on campus. Here's the difference, is Drew lives on campus, I live at home.
Yeah, so you don't have the problem I do with my roommate.
No, I have family. That's just as bad sometimes, let's be honest.
My roommate and I get along fine. We don't talk a lot, though.
Yeah.
But the problem I have with my roommate usually is that it's not my roommate as much as my whole floor. I'm really nervous about, like, playing music really loudly and stuff. And, like, everybody else plays music in the hall, and it's fine. But whenever I play music, I'm like,
You're
I should
paranoid.
put headphones on. And my roommate comes into the room, and he starts blasting his music, and he just doesn't give a shit at all. Which is probably understandable. That's probably what you should do. But I'm like...
You're considerate of other people.
Yeah.
That's another thing is, like, I have more than what is a full-time credit hours. I have 14 or 15. I have 14 credit hours. 12 is a normal full-time credit load, right?
12 is the average.
12 is full-time.
Yeah, 12 is full-time. You're right.
And then I have
14 as... No, I have 15, actually.
well, good for you. But one of those things where I technically have 4 classes. One of them is worth 5 credit hours, so that's how I get 14.
That's only because I'm in 3 choirs, and each of them is a credit.
Fair point. So, I don't have a lot of work some days. Other days, I'll have plenty of work. Like, as I was saying before this all started, I was in my room for the last week studying for 2 major tests. I have one teacher that just doesn't give a shit and is like, your entire grade is based on these 3 tests. No homework, no extra credit. I love it.
I kind of miss the bitch. It's kind of sad. Like, we've had 2 podcasts with him now, and he's gone.
Come on, contribute something, Rory Ghost.
Rory, what do you think?
That's interesting.
Nice one, Rory.
I like that.
That was funny, Rory. Okay. Anyway,
We're going crazy.
I have a question for you. Do you write rough drafts anymore?
No.
I don't understand.
I
the
never
idea.
wrote rough drafts in the first place.
You never wrote.
I write a final draft, and then I revise my final draft.
That's how I do it. Exactly.
That's what
You
I
do.
don't
go for
outline.
That's
I don't
what you
write
do.
rough drafts.
I had a friend who was in college and was constantly emailing me rough drafts, and I was like, "Why are you emailing me a rough draft? Why are you calling it a rough draft?" I guess
Shoot
that's
straight for
the thing is that they called it a rough draft. Like, it's just the paper, and you're gonna revise it
again and again and again.
Yeah. Like with my book.
I just call it a paper.
With a book, it's one thing where you have a rough draft.
Then you need to send it in
thing.
to the editor.
And
The
then
editor can.
And then you go over it like 17 more times, and you to the point where you hate the book, and you publish it.
Did I really do all this work for this piece of crap?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's like 7 years later.
Exactly how it is.
That is 7 years later.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna publish the book in like, hopefully sometime this spring. This is spring, not fall. Spring or summer.
Okay.
And like in 7 years from now, I'm gonna be like, this is a piece of shit. And
then you're gonna
I publish it?
Then you're gonna write something much different and much better.
Yeah. What about you, Josh? What about your book?
My book is an erotic novel.
Is it based on Is it a true life story?
It's the true life story. Possibly some liberties taken, possibly not. I may or may not be the sexiest man alive every year.
Is it based on Shanna? Listen.
It's actually
said the
me
wrong
and Rory.
I said the wrong name.
It's actually
The
based on
relationship between me
Rory.
and Rory.
Did you want
because-
these? I was
No,
saving these
no.
for Rory because.
Well, I mean, Katie's doing a fan art of Brad blowing my dick, so.
Oh, way to go, Katie.
What?
Listen, I did not ask her. As much as she says I asked for it, I did not ask for that fan art. I joked about it. I did not ask for it. All right.
Let's clarify that right here now.
Yeah.
So, 2016, big year for some big title video games. Any thoughts on any of those?
Which ones? What are we talking about?
Mainly
Xbox
Twilight.
Video games.
Mainly things the things I want mainly. Fates, which I have Conquest and Birthright. Twilight Princess HD, with the Wolf Link amiibo, and Bravely Second are the main things I'm looking at.
What? You don't like Twilight Princess HD?
No, I like Twilight Princess. I don't see the need to make an HD remake of the exact same game. It
Because
came out
they're
not too long
adding
ago.
new features.
All I've seen so far, it's basically the exact same game.
Fixing the
They're
glitches.
putting out.
They have a lantern.
I haven't found a single glitch in the entire game when I've played through it.
But
so
they have
I
a
don't know what I
lantern.
missed.
There are glitches.
There are a bunch of glitches in
You
that
can.
game.
There are a bunch of glitches and exploits.
You can get infinite
Yes,
bomb
sir.
arrows.
I don't cheat the system, Drew. I played the game for the value of the game.
Have you done the Cave of Ordeals?
I haven't beaten the game yet.
So you're in no position to
No,
speak.
Can't
yet.
even
okay.
talk.
All right, it's not my fault. I got the game, and my sister and I played it together as like, because we both like Zelda, so we were playing it together
Yeah.
as like a team thing. She went to college, so she's like, you can't play it unless I'm there.
Oh,
So I only get to play it during like her Christmas break, and then during summer.
That's what I did to Rory for Skyward Sword.
So it's like we have like we beat like 2 or 3 or like 2 temples every single time she's home, but it's like I'm waiting.
we're steadily getting
So-
there.
Where are you?
There's only 6
Sky
temples.
Temple.
Sky Temple? You're
Sky
pretty
Temple.
near the end.
I know, but
I was gonna say, aren't there only 6 temples?
there's a lot of temples.
There are 7, and then the 2 final ones.
That's right.
Which
I'm just
usually
sitting-
they have like 2 final ones in the Zelda game. They have like the one you like.
I just got
Beat
finished
the
with Link to
like-
the Past a while ago, so that's where I'm at currently. Is Link to the Past is what I'm thinking right now.
I mean, we haven't beaten Skyward Sword yet. Rory and me still need to beat Skyward Sword.
I haven't beat that either because I've been waiting.
We're
Finish Twilight
probably
Princess.
gonna do a let's watch of that.
Oh, let's watch.
Sorry, something else. Cut that.
Make a cut right here, guys. Waving arms means cut the feed.
That's my job this time.
Yes,
Forget.
Drew will be editing these so that hopefully they make it out on time. College life isn't too busy for that.
Because we're editing it, put a hat on my head right here.
Give him a curly
Please
mustache.
Don't make my job.
Give him a
No,
curly
put
mustache.
a hat on my head.
Please don't make.
Now
I'm
a
not
Fu
moving.
Manchu.
I'm staying still. I just want a hat, and
That's-
if you can, give me some mutton chops right there and there.
Now a Fu Manchu.
Yeah, I'd take a Fu Manchu. Look good.
Fu
And then
Manchu
replace
can-
my body with Hulk Hogan, but my head the same with the mutton chops, Fu Manchu, and the hat. If you're feeling off to it, put some explosions in the background. Make Devin Dwayne The Rock Johnson. This will be great.
Dwayne
This
The
will be
Rock
great.
Johnson.
Oh, this is gonna be exciting.
I'll make him the statue from Night at the Museum too. Did anyone
Boom,
ever see
boom,
Night at the
fire
Museum 3?
power.
Did
Is that the one where they go to the Europe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I've
haven't
seen that
seen it.
one. I think I have.
But
I
I
saw
know
it.
the second movie was on par with the first movie. So I thought the third movie must look good, but I didn't realize it was a thing until like when it was released. I didn't see any trailers for that movie.
I didn't know it existed until I saw it on like FX or something like that. I didn't even know it came
It
out.
was the Robin Williams last movie, wasn't it? Last movie he was in.
Was it or was there? That's something to Google. Let me.
I know Alan Rickman's last movie is coming out soon. Alan Rickman's last movie is
Wasn't it a documentary
Alice
on
in
turtles or
Wonder-
something like
no,
that?
Well, that was the
Through the
last-
Looking Glass. Through the Looking
Through
Glass.
the Looking Glass, which kind of a crappy movie to end on, personally. I mean, I'm excited for it. I like the Alice in Wonderland movie, but I mean, it wasn't the greatest movie. And the second one
He is
doesn't look set to be better.
Boulevard 2014, Angriest Man in Brooklyn 2014, and Merry Friggin' Christmas 2014, Night at the Museum, Secrets of the Tomb 2014.
So that was his last.
So I need to find the
Boulevard.
Boulevard.
If it's the last one on IMDb, it's the
No,
latest.
Boulevard is the last Robin Williams movie.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
Movie night. We'll bring it.
All right.
Let's watch it right here on the stream.
Yeah.
On the stream on the
Copyright.
Hey, don't make Devin jealous of movie nights.
Sorry. What? I didn't say anything.
No,
I didn't say anything.
What's a movie night?
A movie night is a night devoted to movies. That you go and find a movie and you're like, hey, this is a nice movie. Let's stare at the case for 6 hours and not watch the movie. We just stare at the cases.
Absolutely.
And then we try and imagine what it'd be like.
Oh,
and
so
then
you
we
like
explain our theories, and your theory must take at least 2 hours to explain. So it's like you're watching the movie.
Yeah. Last time we took Laser Stream, Book of Eli, and Age of Summerhood. We looked at the Book of Eli, and we decided that it's about a black man who gets really angry with a machete.
I slept through that one.
Yeah, you didn't watch the movie, so this
I
could
was
be
awake
the
for the
movie.
first 10 minutes and the last 3 minutes.
It was a good movie.
I'm disappointed.
Right,
I was
Rory?
excited to watch it.
I thought Rory just got here. Never mind.
Well, Rory would have liked. He would have said yes.
Yeah,
I liked
Rory-
Age of
Rory-
Summerhood.
We
That was
miss
an
him
amazing.
so.
That was an
Rory's
amazing
suggestion. Have you
movie.
seen Book of Eli?
No.
It's a good movie.
See, again, I don't pay attention to a lot of movies or a lot of actors. I'm just kind of busy doing my own stuff.
Well, have you seen Age of Summerhood?
No.
That's an
I don't think-
amazing movie.
I don't think anyone's seen that
That's an
movie.
amazing
That was
movie.
a funny ass movie. Hey, we want some pussy.
God damn it.
That's how the movie ends. Is all they're like a bunch of like 10 to 15-year-old summer campers, and they all are the like 19-year-old like summer camp director guy.
Oh God.
Like ramps up the like stereo, and it's just them all dancing to "Hey, we want some pussy." I think I realized.
Now we
why
just need to
that-
make sure that my parents don't find this on the internet. Mom, Dad, if you're listening, I'm not sorry.
I think I realized though why that movie probably didn't do well is because it didn't really resolve everything. Like,
I don't care.
what happened to those kids?
I thought it was great.
It was a great movie. It was funny. Tits and ass, tits and ass.
Hand jobs, hand jobs, hand jobs.
hand jobs.
What's a hand job? It's
What's
like
a hand
medicine
job?
for
it's
adults.
like medicine for adults.
I want a hand job.
I want
Hand
a
jobs
hand
for
job
everybody.
Hand jobs, hand jobs.
God damn.
It was so good.
Love it.
So Josh,
Hello.
how much did you sleep last night?
45 minutes.
You slept more than Rory and me, and you.
I disagree. You slept for a long time. You
No, I
fell
slept for
asleep
like
for.
I
No,
slept
you
for
were
like
sleeping
30
for a
minutes, 20
while.
minutes. I slept for like 20
No, you were
minutes.
sleeping for a while, Drew.
I went to bed at like 6:30 and got up at 7 to leave.
He was
I
asleep
swear
at like
to God.
5, so.
I swear to God.
Just sad.
No, that's not true at all. You had the
It's-
most sleep of any of us. I'm gonna say that right now.
Definitely
And you were
Rory.
definitely-
Rory didn't sleep at all. I know
You were
that.
definitely the one who was complaining the most about this. Rory had to go and do another performance this morning
Well,
somewhere.
that was his choice. Whatever.
You were like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to come today.
You see, I already explained that I'm a procrastinator, so I have extraordinary amounts of things
Oh, yeah,
to do
let's
for
talk
my
about this.
schoolwork.
Oh, what are we
So-
talking about?
Hold on.
What are we talking about?
So I'm a religious
talk
studies
about-
major, and
Okay.
you wrote a paper recently on Wicca,
No, not quite.
or like world religion.
I wrote. Okay, so for one of my classes, my communication skills 1, we had to. I don't quite know how to explain it. We had to do a.
Did you want some milk?
I don't quite know how to explain how this worked, but we had to do a paper on. How do I put it? Like an opinion.
Sex.
No, it had to be
Power
some.
of Christ, compelling people.
It had to be opinion based. So, basically, the paper
Whether or not
was.
Unstoppable is a good movie.
What is that?
And
Is that the movie where like
The
the
trains.
terrorist is like?
the trains.
The trains.
Trains.
I don't know. What
The
that
guy's an
is.
idiot and he jumps off the train to switch the track and then can't get back on the train, so there's no conductor anymore on the train. So it's just kind of going full speed down these tracks.
I've never seen.
And so like this agent and this
never
other
even
guy,
heard that.
you have it right there. It's in your stack of movies. That's why I picked
serious?
it. It's under Big Hero 6. It's
I've
actually.
Oh,
never
wow.
not
Is
seen
it Denzel Washington? I think it might be Denzel
I
Washington.
think it's Denzel Washington.
What's the movie where they're where like Keanu Reeves is fighting this terrorist who has like a bomb
The
on
Matrix.
the bus?
No, that's Speed.
Speed. No.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Where the bus goes below 50 miles per hour, it explodes, and if
Yeah.
someone gets off the bus, the guy's going to explode. And it's like a thing.
I've never seen
It's
the
an okay
movie,
movie.
so-
It's not bad.
All right. Go ahead.
So,
Sorry.
in short, it had to be an opinion-based paper, and my opinion was, I think this should be fairly well summed up. So, religion is a deeply personal topic that requires plenty of leniencies when it comes to discussion. Outlandish is the idea that it should be brought into a public school and talked about, but that is what this paper is about. The question: should public high schools offer an elective ethics class based on teaching basic religion and dispelling religious stereotypes? I apparently have a period here when that should be a question mark.
And more editing
That's
to
funny.
the paper.
Because I'm supposed to write a similar article, a similar paper for education class. Except I'm going to be talking about how there should be a class early in development of kids where they talk about how to deal with mental illnesses and people who have mental illnesses.
Ah, okay. If I may continue.
Yep.
I personally believe
Fuck you.
this class should be allowed as long as certain criteria are met and upheld. The way I designed this class, because I had to figure all this out beforehand if I wanted to write this paper, allows students to learn the basic beliefs and even practices of several different world religions while bringing the idea of understanding and respect to the young adults of our world. So one of the major arguments against something like this being implemented is the separation of church and state, which people like to quote a lot, but most people assume that means religion should not come into a government facility such as a school. However, this is not and never was the meaning of the separation of church and state. More precisely, it is the separation of state and church written into the Constitution of the First Amendment, saying, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or the press or the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. This means that, in relation to our topic, Congress cannot pass a law against religion in general.
Right.
So there's nothing saying that religion cannot be brought into a school.
I disagree. No, just kidding.
If you have a grievance, please do air your grievances about this, because I would
This is a paper you already did, right?
Yes.
So it's
I got 100 on it.
Okay.
The
good.
first English paper I've actually gotten 100 on, so...
Because you suck. No, just kidding.
So this includes banning it in a school. On this, the course has been designed as an elective, so not to force anyone or infringe on anyone's rights, if that all makes sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
Second major argument against this class is by parents who would not like their child learning about other religions.
True.
And this is nothing new. This concept by no means is a new thing, as fear, rumors, and stereotypes have led...
But it could be an elective.
That it is an elective.
Yeah.
I have
Right.
made it so that it is an elective. I do not force anyone to take it, thereby I'm not infringing on anyone's rights.
Yeah.
To rehash what has already been said, this class is an elective, which the student would choose to take.
Devin's actually going to become president.
And on top
He's
of
gonna make
this,
happen.
the parent would have to sign... I'm running for president. I'm going to beat Trump.
Right.
This video is not going to come out soon enough.
I think, yeah, it will.
Oh, no, wait, it will. That's right.
Hopefully it will.
Will it for the
We'll finish
the
editing
first ones? I can't even
podcast
remember what
by
they're called.
December. of
Not
this
the
year.
primaries, but like the where we decide who are the
I can't think of the name. Now
Who
you
are
put me
the
on
winners
the spot.
of the dings?
Yeah.
I've been sitting here trying to ramble off this paper, and it's like, now you've caught me off guard. I don't know what the hell we're talking about. I mean, I realize what we're talking about, but... basically, the parent would have to sign off on this class being chosen and would understand the purpose of the class.
Right.
The purpose of the class
there are
is...
classes you need to sign up for anyway.
Yeah. Sex ed. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
That's the first one
I
we
have
all...
to sign off for taking interest in the New Testament. Or not interest in the New Testament, sorry. I mean, the Bible class that they offered at our school, I think.
I didn't have to. I don't remember it. This one parents have to sign off on, though, so... Bible is literature.
Which you absolutely should have to sign off for, I think.
They don't treat it as religion. They treat it as though the Bible is a story.
That's true. That's true. They do that.
I use that
And
as
there
an
is
example.
bias, obviously, because there's always going to be bias.
There's always going to be a bias, but that's... I think the way... I think the teacher did a very good way of doing it, and he did listen to people's grievances.
Yeah.
But to continue, this class is purely informative. It is not to convert. Another point is that one and two. Another point to bring in for argument one and two is that religion is taught as a background in many history classes. So Buddhism. I know we talked about Buddhism. We have history in front of us.
Yeah, a couple things we we talked about Jainism very briefly. We never talked about Sikhism.
No, we didn't. Well, we did have a student in our grade who was Sikh. So
Yeah. You guys, was he in your class?
maybe. I know why one world history teacher talked about it and the other just absolutely didn't. So
We also never learned about Baha'i, which is a big religion. So...
I mean, we touched on Hinduism in my class just a little bit, but
Hinduism is pretty big.
it's just taught as a backdrop in many history classes. Granted, this is not as in-depth as this class would be, but is nonetheless an example of how religion has made its way into schools. A third problem this class poses is religious fanaticism. Merriam-Webster defines being fanatical as marked by excessive enthusiasm and often intense, uncritical devotion. In its simplest form, fanaticism brings a closed-mindedness to those who would enjoy their idea of religion so much that they would do anything in the name of their religion. C.S. Lewis muses that if we must have a tyrant, a robber baron is far better than an inquisitor. The baron's cruelty may sometimes sleep, his cupidity at some point may be sated, and since he dimly knows he is doing wrong, he may possibly repent. But the inquisitor who mistakes his own cruelty and lust of power and fear for the voice of heaven will torment us indefinitely, because he torments us with the approval of his own consciousness, and better impulses appear to him as temptatious.
Yeah, Josh. Why do you gotta be like that?
And all I'm thinking about is the Inquisitors from Star Wars Rebels.
God damn it! But you understand what I mean about fanaticism.
Yeah.
What's an Inquisitor?
So, I learned something recently.
Drew, would you like to answer the question of what is an inquisitor?
Are they Inquisit?
In religious perspective, well, an inquisitor was like...
They Inquisited.
Kind of. It depends on the age.
Half credit.
Like,
the
the inquisitors I'm thinking of, like, they were Catholics, I think, and they were like
they were kind of like
interviewing Protestants, kind of, and like
I think
determining whether they were Protestants, so that
why do I feel the need to call them a
discriminate
headhunter?
Yeah.
Like they kind of figured out what religion you were and then treated you.
No.
Yeah.
They may have killed
sometimes.
you.
Yeah.
I'm no expert.
Yeah.
I am no expert.
Hey, yeah.
Throw the
killed
hands
a couple
up.
People. Just a few. So I found out something interesting about Josh recently. You are not very. You are not. You're ignorant of the world.
I'm very ignorant of everything.
Josh, can you tell me?
I'm the oblivious white person. I didn't know what Baha'i was, and you're like, it's a very important religion. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I have no idea what that is.
The Baha'i believe that all religions are different ways of seeing God, basically.
Interesting.
But anyway, Josh, can you tell me what a liberal versus a conservative is?
You explained this yesterday, and I still don't remember.
Even I would even have trouble with this. I mean, like, I kind of understand the difference, but like, how to put it into words?
It is hard to put into words, but like,
the liberal
you should at least know what it means.
religiousers, they accept people who are homosexual, right? Am I wrong?
I'm gonna
Theoretically.
go. I am a neutral party. I eat like
abortion.
I am a neutral party. I eat like an elephant
Okay, those
and
are
talk
the
like a
examples
jackass.
I gave to try and see if you personally were liberal.
What does
But
that mean?
that is not the definition. That's not generalized.
That's entirely the definition.
No, absolutely not. No, I didn't say that.
It's okay. If we
But,
trigger more people, we'll get more views.
Okay, what is a socialist?
Socialism. That's for you, Sean, if you're watching this.
What is a communist?
A communist wants to spread the wealth.
Communism is when
Russia.
the government has
Putin.
actually Russia is moving
Putin
away
is
from their
not a
communism.
Well, they're moving.
Stalin.
There's yes. Okay.
They were
stop.
moving away from capitalism. I would argue that they're kind of.
They're moving.
See,
See, here's the thing. There are 4
Jesus
communist countries in the world right now. China, North Korea. Is Vietnam one? I feel like Vietnam is
no,
one.
Vietnam.
Vietnam is not.
Vietnam took fought an entire war over it. Took it for 7 days and said, "Nah, this doesn't work. We're not gonna do this anymore." Cuba's not anymore.
Venezuela.
Cuba, no.
Well, Cuba is.
Oh,
kind
sorry.
Of.
No, here we go. The communist countries as of right now are China, Cuba, Laos, North Korea, and Vietnam. Former communist countries.
That depends on if you're talking about government or economy, though, because China is more of a
Rory.
mixed economy now. But it's communist government-wise. It's a different. It's complicated.
I understand. It's a complicated thing. That is correct. But communism is when the government has more control of the money than the average consumer.
Yeah, sure. That's a good example. Rory, you arrived just in time. We're about to start. I don't know.
To fix the podcast
Or nobody
with
knows.
caffeine and happiness.
Rory, good. We were having a milk and cookies podcast until you came.
Well, we were still in the middle of a religion thing, and then we got off on liberalism and
Yeah.
And communism.
Happiness! Ha!
cyanide and happiness.
I pointed out that Josh doesn't know the difference between liberal versus conservative.
He called me ignorant, and I said you
Further
are
back. Now I have to fix the podcast. Drew, what do you fucking make me do? This will not catch my face. It has to be farther back. Jesus.
I'm sorry, Rory. I'm sorry I disappointed
zooming.
you. I'm sorry I disappointed you, Rory.
Yeah, you disappointed me pretty good.
Ha.
We're about to start Nobody Knows right now, Rory.
I'm Rory's new favorite.
Can we just get
Confirmed.
through the last point of my paper?
Oh, I thought it was over.
no.
Sorry.
Well,
How was the performance?
All right.
one
Caffeine for all.
one final thing to cover on this whole debate of whether school should let this class be a thing is the vast amount of religions and personal interpretations there are, because a comparative survey
Hello,
of
everyone.
churches and religion.
I'm Rory.
Yeah, Rory's here, by the way.
I'm not even sure if I'm in the frame yet.
Go on.
There are 19 major world religions that are subdivided into a total of 270 large religious groups
Sects.
Yeah.
and many smaller ones. Yes, sects.
Schools. They call it a bunch of different things. Buddhism calls it schools.
Yes.
Others call it sects. We call it
Well,
denominations.
Buddhism is like, never mind. I'm not gonna muddy the waters.
I was gonna
further.
say let's not throw stuff out there we can't speak for ourselves, but one
Well,
of
can, but I'm not gonna muddy the waters.
one of the biggest problems is the idea that because everyone's interpretation of religion is therefore different, there is not a single person in the world who can be an expert on all religion, or even an expert on one religion, because of the way so many people divide it up. And from this, while this is a flawed idea, it is a better than the problem we're faced with where no one would be able to learn. and that is one of the reasons I feel so strongly about this, is because,
Why do I do this?
I mean, there are some people that have done this before. For example, Warren Nord wrote a book called Does God Make a Difference? And in it he states that students should be required to learn about religion in schools, both educationally and for both educational and constitutional reasons. Because theoretically, according to the First Amendment, you can't outlaw religion in schools. But you also, he writes saying that it should be forced upon you, which is
It's
also...
always been an interesting issue because, like, I think schooling wasn't always, like, state-run. So, like, now there's the borderline of it's now state-run. We gotta banish all this
I have a quick question.
religion.
Yes.
Are there still cookies from the milk and cookies section?
There are Thin Mints, yes.
Give me.
Share.
All right.
That's
You and
banned.
Religion is banned! Ah!
So...
Buddhism is the new Nazis!
Don't
Whoa.
say that.
Whoa.
Nice
But-
background, bro.
We're cutting that.
No, I said the more controversial it is, the more views we get. He has the
Exactly.
right idea.
That's exactly
Also-
what I was going for.
Also, Rory,
I
you've
literally
been,
just turned and shrugged at the camera. And
you've been promoted to honorary woman.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh yeah, by the
I'll
way,
have
you
to
have
work on my
boobs and a
bust.
vagina. You have boobs and a vagina.
You've
from
been
what we were
promoted to
talking about
honorary
earlier.
woman.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay,
Hey,
are you done?
Pete, this is
Okay,
my body
before
broken
we
for
do
you.
Nobody Knows,
Forgiveness
let's
and
talk
sins.
about...
Whoa.
Whatever
Who are
you take
you?
of this, do this in remembrance of me.
You're
Whoa,
not
bro.
Drink.
Jesus.
This is my blood, sealed in the new covenant, shed for you and the forgiveness of sins. Whenever you do drink
problem
of
with-
this, do this in remembrance of me.
You're
Whenever you
not.
take of this cup and this bread, do so in remembrance of me.
I will
The
enjoy
problem
the
I have
delicious blood that is your Dr. Pepper.
The problem I have with my religious studies class right now, well, not really a problem, but something I've noticed is, like, we're supposed to obviously take it from an anthropological stance and not have a bias. Which I do try to do because I, personally, believe that all religions are just different ways of seeing God.
Oh, hi.
I am?
Well,
Right?
I'll let you finish your thought, but then I have something to add to this thought. So
But the issue with not having a bias is that's impossible. You're always going to have a bias. Even just I was raised Christian, and yes, I am studying to become a pastor, while also believing that. And I do have a little bit of Christian bias because of that. Just know more. That's why. Know more about Christianity than other religions.
exactly. Well, I've had the privilege of meeting tons of different people and talking to them because I did legitimate research while trying to do this paper. I didn't
Did
just
you talk to your...
I did talk to my Islamic friend, my Muslim friend, yes. And it's...
My Muslim friend.
Well, one of the reasons I had such a big fever to write this is because I ran into a kid, let's call him John,
An asshole.
Why
Yes.
is that your name for everything?
because it's the most common male name.
By the way,
Sorry.
before this podcast, Josh
I'm
and
sorry.
Devin had never met, and Devin asked, "When is John coming over?" So yeah, that's.
Well, excuse
Can
me.
I just say, quickly, I may have walked in at the wrong time, but I think I missed the point when a podcast turned into a theological debate.
Devin brought in a paper he wanted us to read.
Okay,
And
I
we
wanted
got
to share
talk
on the
about it.
podcast.
Yeah,
I wanted to share it because it is
and
I
I said before to him that he could bring it in.
because we were going to have this discussion because I have sat with him. Also, let it be said that I have also read things like the Quran. It's not that different, actually. There is an interesting thing. Go look up the Quran Bible experiment or whatever it is, because it's a guy walking around with a Bible, but it's got the Quran dust.
Also, you
Jack-
missed what his paper is about, which is
Should there be a class offered, an elective class,
Offered.
elective ethics class offered that teaches religious understandings?
Bible project. What was it?
But anyway, we wanted to talk about something that we should have talked about at the beginning, but
Experiment.
Rory was not here. Before we get into Nobody Knows, Rory, so Devin is our first Lowrule champ, and each of the Hyrule
mine, right?
Warriors,
Mm-hmm.
each of the Hyrule Warriors are going to have a Lowrule champ, and they're going to appear in the next couple of
Holy
podcasts.
Quran experiment. I'll look at that. at a
So
later
Devin is Rory's.
But
What the Lowrule Champs
Belong to
is
me.
basically they are people who are going to appear in videos and podcasts and also Minecraft and other things every once in a while, but not continuously.
if I could get my Minecraft to work.
Also, do you
Kill me.
want to say something?
Isn't it free
Oh.
now? I'm sorry.
But,
I'm so behind on.
One of the
anything.
things is this Quran Bible experiment. A guy's walking around with the Bible, but it's got the Quran dust jacket, right? Dust
Mhm.
jacket? Dust jacket. And
Yours?
I just
he's-
call it.
he's reading out of the Bible, and some people are just flabbergasted, thank you, that this stuff is in the Quran. Like, it's talking about stoning people and stuff. And no, he's really reading it out of the Bible.
Mhm.
And I think it's interesting because talking to my Muslim friend,
He's the dictionary. I'm the thesaurus.
I'm going to sound very ignorant, but I know the Torah is read backwards. It's read from
back to front.
right to left
I can't vouch for the Torah.
to left. Is the Quran also right to left?
I cannot vouch for it. I got a copy that's printed left to right. So that's
I
the
mean-
one I read.
When it's,
Okay.
I did not. That question never occurred
I also
to me.
was given a Quran when we went to the.
Yeah, I don't know where mine was.
Mine's up in the room if we wanted
need
to
to
grab
read
that
that.
sometime.
But anyway.
But it's not very long. I read it.
Talking to my Muslim friend, there are a lot of interesting things that, there's Adam, or I guess how you pronounce it is Adam.
Mhm.
I don't vouch for knowing how to speak all this.
You like the word vouch now, and I don't like that.
Just like how he likes to say.
I was
I
gonna
was
say.
I was gonna say, but I need to vouch for this. and
Another
I
thing
just shoot
is
it
that
in the face.
I don't like when I realize things about people that they constantly say. It annoys me.
another thing I found very interesting is
Guess what, Drew? I say fuck you a lot.
he pointed. My friend pointed out to me that Allah stands for arm, leg, arm, head. So man.
Do you think
Arm-
that's actually true though?
No.
I feel like
Because that's English. So
That's
that wouldn't.
an
You have a
English
fair point.
translation. There's
You
no
have-
way that.
you have a fair point.
That's like the people who say the Bible stands for basic instructions before life ends. Like, no, it's not.
That's not-
That's not what it means.
Well,
We're speaking of
Again.
what's that called? When the letters
acronym.
an acronym.
An
That's an
acronym,
acronym
yeah.
for a language that didn't exist when it was written.
Yeah.
So that's not compatible. So fuck
We-
off.
Well, we're not sure. Can you tell me the Muslim word for head, leg, and arm?
Well,
No,
I
I
mean,
cannot.
but
But
I'm
it was
pro-
Allah back
I'm
then.
positive
And
that
I'm
not
sure that
all
they
of them
don't
are
have the
exactly
same letters.
I'm sure they. I don't know. Maybe that's
But look
his.
it up.
Maybe that is his interpretation.
Okay.
Who am I to say he
Fair
is
enough.
wrong?
Fair enough. I mean, believe what you want. It is faith for a reason.
Another thing to point out is
God, Muslim word.
I mean, it is a good acronym. I'm not denying that it's like, yeah, that makes
Arabic
sense.
word.
That's a way to remember it or whatever. But I'm just saying,
maybe
historically,
it
it
is.
does not make sense.
Well, another thing to point out about the Bible that I love.
starts with an S. Is leg.
Okay.
Rory,
I'm sorry.
spell
I'm
Allah
sorry.
for us in
All right,
those
I'm on it.
definitions.
Okay.
God.
Why are we doing this?
Wait, wait.
I've been
spell
spending
Allah?
forever trying to search something, and I'm hoping it's going to work finally because I really want to do this. Don't worry,
Something to
once
point
it
out,
loads-
and
oh my god,
Rory, you can back
It's
me. Rory
not
and Drew can probably back me up on this.
working.
This was gonna be our
The Bible-
shortest podcast, and it's gonna be our longest now.
The Bible is originally written in Hebrew.
Yeah.
It's not
Yes.
written by God. It is written by man. God
Yeah.
and
inspired.
it went through like 7 languages before going into English.
Exactly. And another thing is they found several different books of the Bible, if you will, that are left out of the Bible.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, I mean,
how do you feel about that?
it's debatable whether
The-
they count.
truth.
I mean,
I can tell you.
you
the
have
story.
to vouch for the
Get
morality of the people who arranged the book in the first place.
Actually, I can tell you the story of
Which
how,
you can't do.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John came to be, but we are.
I know it stands for man's memory liking
Juice.
Octopus.
man's memories like juice.
Right!
Everybody.
Good job, Rory.
Mark, Luke, and
That's
John.
how the Bible
Fuck
is read. Man's memory liking juice. That's the meaning of the Bible, guys.
Juice
All right, we're
or
done here,
Jews?
guys. Bye.
I thought it was Jews.
I thought it was juice.
all right.
We're
Mammary
gonna stop.
juice.
We're gonna stop.
Mammary juice.
But anyway,
I thought it was-
for Lowrule Champ thing, the other thing that the Lowrule Champ does is if one of us quit, hopefully that won't happen anytime soon. If one of us quit,
You're locked
one of
into
the
this.
Lowrule Champs comes into the Hyrule Warriors position. Now, I'm not sure how that works exactly. We never really decided. So is it
This
like
hierarchy is completely fucked up. I'm so tired
Like-
I can't speak.
you're like the even the Hyrule Warriors don't have
Excuse
like an official ruling of like
Let's have an election.
dictatorship.
No.
You're the leader. I'm like second in command. He's sixth in command. The others are. He's the loser.
I'm
I
number.
am the lowest rank in the totem pole.
Yeah, and the
I'm
other
number
and the
4.
others are mixed. But Devin and like the Lowrule Champs, how is that gonna
They're
work? Are
beneath
they going
me.
to
They're like a
replace?
tier beneath.
Are they going to replace their leader,
Wait, I'm
their
not number
Hyrule
4?
Warrior, or are they do they have like a leader position
They are
where the
dirt
next
with which
one
our
will
totem
come
pole
up?
stands.
I would say they would replace theirs because that would best complement them.
But the
Are you saying I'm not in like the 4th spot? I mean,
they
I
would,
was
they
part of
would
the.
be like the sixth.
I feel bad because I was
They
part
would
of
be
the.
Speaking
like
of the
the
official
next
hierarchy,
bitch though.
I was part of the.
Okay, not.
I was unfortunately part of the original 3 and like unable
Yeah,
to
but you
do
were a
any.
bitch. So
It wasn't that I was a bitch. It was I had to work to fucking graduate.
The OG team was me, Rory, Brad, Devin, and
Paul.
Paul, who is never coming back.
Yeah, so our friend Ball, he quit
Ball sack.
on the first day of recording.
Meanwhile, I never got to
Because
be
his
in the
parents
first
would.
day of recording.
Well, yeah,
'cause
we talked to you beforehand.
We had already.
We had
like,
already
talked to you
settled
about
that. We replaced you with Steven and Tyler.
I was replaced.
There was originally 5. Well, there was originally 3. Then we expanded.
No,
to
we
5.
had 6. Well, yeah, we originally had 5. Then we
Replaced
replaced
one
you
with
for
2.
2 new people, so we got to 6.
And then,
And
we
then
replaced-
Paul quit.
I am.
And then we
Paul.
went through.
New Paul. Are you
Actually,
RuPaul?
new.
Are you RuPaul?
You're new.
And then we told everyone
I
on
am
the
new the
we
replacement
told
of Paul.
everyone
If
on
it-
the internet that the
Bow
next
to
member
me
would
on
be
your
a white
knees.
female, and we're getting in Minecraft a black male.
So, you're RuPaul then. Is this Drag Race?
I like to think so.
All right, so we're gonna play Nobody Knows.
Hooray! What's the topic?
A topic,
The
we will be
topic,
good
Rory.
at. It is a topic we shall be good
I
at.
gotta
but you
fail
will-
again.
Yes, you are.
God,
Absolutely.
Can we pick a topic I'm good at for once?
No.
Please pick Pokemon one
of
time.
Please.
Please.
I
I beg of
I
you.
have plans
I need
I
to
will
be there
win
that
that.
day.
I have plans to do Pokemon.
That's what I was trying to find if there was a religion that worships Pokemon, because that's me.
Probably is. There's Jediism.
There's
So,
Jediism.
Uh,
There's
some of them consider it an actual religion. Some of them don't. There's also a sect that is like Sith.
It's interesting because the Star Wars has enough lore and mythos behind it that you can actually form a religion out of it.
Yeah, it makes sense in a way because they're like, it's about the Force.
So
like,
this is the
the
My
energy
problem
of
is
life.
that they're basing a religion off a fictional religion.
I mean, Jediism wasn't really a religion, and
Is
I
Jediism?
mean, it kind of was.
Well, it's a belief system. Does that make it
It's
a religion?
belief sy-
Midichlorians
yeah,
don't
that's-
exist. La 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 la.
That's the ultimate question: is a belief system a religion? But
No.
anyway, we're off that topic now.
Anyways, yeah.
D&D is the topic. Dungeons and Dragons.
I
GG,
choose
Josh.
to I choose to throw Rory in
I
the
roll
bag.
for initiative.
All right, there's gonna be 12 questions today.
I choose
Give me
to
some die.
Can I have this guy?
Sure, give me some die.
I choose to throw Rory in
There
the
should
bag
be
of
some in
holding
that
before he can do
cylinder
anything.
up there.
So if you
Cylinder,
don't know how
other?
this game is played, Nobody Knows is
Do
played
you want
where
the 18-sided die?
Just give it to me. Just
I
give it
ask-
the whole thing.
I ask everybody what a
Hit me up.
certain item is in something.
20-sided?
And
I will take
have
this.
a set of
Rolling for initiative.
have a
This guy's
set.
got
Shut
a
up!
horse.
Shut
This
the
guy's
fuck
got
up!
a horse.
This
I
is
have a
me.
set of items in a certain topic, and I ask each of you what that is, and you give me a description. And the more accurate description,
We're
you
on
get
point
the
today.
point. The person with the best description gets the point, theoretically. But you can also,
I already
if
downed
you
my
don't
fucking
know
soda.
it, shut up.
Sorry.
If you don't know it, you can make something up and try to make it as funny as possible. And if you make me laugh enough, you might get it instead of that person.
So I rolled an 18 for my initiative. I'm going first.
You don't play initiative. You roll for low and with a 6-sided die. So what are you doing?
I'm
Actually,
doing
that's-
4th edition.
Actually, that's,
Get the fuck out! We're playing original D&D here.
actually,
Fuck
that's a
off.
fun way to do it. You guys want to roll for initiative to go first?
Are we going?
I'm going die 6, lowest number.
Grab a
D6.
That's how initiative works. I'm probably gonna lose because I always fuck
Gotta
up.
get the lucky dice
5.
roll. Tyler, this is for you. The lucky dice roll.
Okay.
The
stop.
jack,
Alright,
the jack,
no.
the jack
Tyler,
off dice roll.
Tyler, I
Jack-
want to comment about my lucky dice roll.
Jack off dice roll. Fail.
All right, so I'm going
So-
last. This
I will be going first with this roll of 2.
Beholder.
The Beholder is a large head with one eye and several tentacles that also have eyes on it that shoot off
Then
different
it's not one eye.
eye beams.
You stupid fuck.
They also have a lot.
Then it's not one eye, you moron.
They have one eye in the center of their floating head,
All right.
and they have eye beams.
So, I want you to imagine the most.
Whoa.
It's his turn.
Josh, what's a beholder?
Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Is that your answer, Josh?
So, the beholder is the most beautiful thing in the world. Taco Bell at midnight. There we go.
Where I get my cinnamon twists. We'll talk about that later.
Taco Bell at 1 a.m. is more beautiful than
Not
Taco
in this
Bell
pod.
at
Not in this podcast, but
Oh, that's bad. Anyways, so imagine the sexiest thing you can.
Right.
Then imagine that that's a woman. By the way, if you're thinking other things, I'm sorry.
The
Then
sexiest thing in
chop
the
off
world
her
is...
head, throw it in a vat of acid, pop out one eye, replace her hair with tentacles, and then put eyeballs on the end of the tentacles, and have her shoot lasers all over the fucking place. You got a beholder.
I'm sorry, Devin. That wins.
Get That does not count for initiative. I did not roll that for initiative.
Go-
Alright.
So do we have to roll for initiative every
Yeah,
time?
every time.
Okay, that's
Why'd
good
you take
because
my die?
because I'm sitting here going, if I'm gonna be first every time, this is gonna. God damn it!
3.
5.
I go first
Going
again.
second.
Tiamat.
Tiamat, 5-headed dragon god of chaos. It's Roy's turn.
Alright then. Tiamat is actually not a 5-headed dragon. She's a 15-headed dragon. Because I said so. Anyways, she has a head for each color of the rainbow. There's 15, you just can't see all of them because you're an asshole. Second of all, they shoot out fire, ice, poison, just death, all sorts of...
Hentai.
Hentai, yes, tentacles, kittens, dead kittens, puppies, also dead puppies, and Drew's semen. Well, we don't talk about that. But, this thing
Why
goes
am I-
about the land.
Is my semen somehow specific?
It's that vile, alright? You always complain about how vile it is, okay? Anyway,
Okay.
this 15-headed dragon, I know I didn't name 15, but you don't want to know the rest. So,
Semen's
this
gross.
15-headed dragon goes about the land, ravaging it, just fucking it up the asshole, and it just
With
does.
my semen.
Yes, with your semen.
Alright.
You just impregnated the world, Drew. How does it feel?
How can he impregnate the asshole?
Okay, Josh.
With the skills he learned in the mountains. It's called
Tiamat.
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 Which actually
Tiamat.
does not originate from Dungeons and Dragons, but go on.
That is northern Mesopotamian.
Mott's is an applesauce brand. Tea is a drink. Is the sound you make when you're struggling to find the words you want to say in a speech. So you drink the tea, you give the speech, you eat the applesauce. Tea speechal sauce, if you will. I like to think that this is a metaphor for life. Birth is drinking the tea because it's warm and inviting. The speech is the middle stage of life where life gets hard sometimes, you know.
It's awkward.
You just gotta talk through it. You gotta get help from sometimes. You know? Applesauce is it's your victory lap. When you're in the 80s and 90s.
I'm not even sure the mic is picking you up.
in my deathbed.
Just like you're in a coffin full of applesauce.
I mean, Rory or Devin are gonna win anyway, so I might as well give that point
Yeah.
to Josh this time.
Roll for
So
initiative,
I am the
motherfucker.
only one that doesn't have any points right now.
Mhm.
Roll for
one more.
initiative, bitches! That's three.
Devin's the most accurate and hasn't won.
Hey,
Rory's
Five.
going first. I go second, and you're going last again. We
I get
should
to
let
make
him
more
go.
stuff up.
Null.
Have you ever seen American Teen Wolfman?
This will be good.
Imagine that you have
All the people.
shit. What's his name? Tony.
Stark.
No.
Ramon?
No, I don't think it's Rob.
Tony Baloney.
Tony Valentino.
Tony Baloney. We'll say
Tony
that because I
Valentino.
can't remember his name right now. He.
What was he in?
First of all, he was the star of the movie, which came out to spear this series. He also sang, I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, we're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? In the Dr. Pepper commercial.
I don't know who
He
this
was the
is.
star of American Teen Wolfman. So he, in filming this movie, of course, had to wait for hours to have makeup put on his face and make him look like a wolfman until he finally decided that he was a wolfman, and he renamed himself Tony Knoll. Then he ripped off his first name and threw it into a lake because he said, fuck that. Then he went around killing everyone, and they kind of got afraid of him, and they threw him into a Knoll
Sounds
area.
like a Jekyll and Hyde story.
It does sound like a Jekyll and Hyde story, but you haven't heard the Jekyll part. Anyways, so he
The
goes
Jekyll
through
part's
the
disgusting.
excuse me. We may not want to talk about.
The
So
Jack-
he's in the Knoll area. He's
God.
going around. He's doing his shit. Then he realizes that he has a split personality problem. So there's his normal mass rape murder self that's dressed up like a wolf in fraying makeup, and his truly evil side, which is obsessed with One Direction.
Was he so upset that the one guy broke off from the
His
rest?
name was Zane.
Zane.
Zayn, yes, he
I
was
know
very
why-
upset
I
about
know why I
Zayn.
know that.
Anyway, so
don't know why I
he
don't.
hunted down Zayn, and just as he was about to kill him, his evil side took over, and then he raped Zayn. And then Zayn felt very good, and they rode off into the sunset, and that was the end of Knoll. That was really convoluted.
A knoll is
Jesus.
basically the equivalent of a were hyena without the were.
Devin, at least try to be funny.
I can't be funny when this guy's...
I build like a tower of horsemen.
Devin, I'm not gonna be
No.
able to give you a point ever.
But my horse.
At least I'm
want to
giving
be
the
a
accurate
tower.
answer. I don't care if I'm funny. I'm gonna give the accurate answer.
Josh,
Hello.
Noel.
Noel?
Yeah.
I know a
Noel's
guy
the name
named
of my
Josh Knoll.
The Noel's the name of my uncle. He lives in Minnesota. He's a fan of the Vikings. So whenever the Vikings and the Packers play, and whoever wins, we always call each other and we're like, "Ha, the Packers won," or "Ha, the Vikings won." And he's a cool dude. He had cancer, but he's better now. Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't seen him in a while.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Guys, you're all
No
wrong.
idea.
A knoll is a grassy hill.
God damn you.
I talked about the Knolls. I talked about real Knolls.
All right, you're right.
I get
you
that
win-
point.
You get that
All right,
point.
fuck yeah. All right, roll for initiative.
1!
6,
Damn it!
2, 1, 2, 3.
No, 1,
Go,
2,
Brad.
6.
Mimic.
A mimic is that guy that follows you around and says the same thing you do every time and just is an annoying bitch, and you can't kill him because everyone else in the
Then
party...
he'll kill you because he's mimicking you.
Well, everyone else in the party also...
Exactly.
Hey, it's not your turn, so I hope that
That is
contributes to
part of
me.
mine.
Yes, it does.
Wow.
But everyone else in the party likes him too much to let him die. Because, you know, you just get really frustrated with him. You turn to him and go,
Just overrided what I said for him, so I'm gonna say it.
hey, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you too, bro.
Hey, fuck
Hey,
you.
fuck you,
Hey,
Gavin!
fuck you!
Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Whoa, whoa! I'm sorry.
But then, of course, everyone else in the party finds it hilarious and refuses to let you kill the damn thing. They also like to pretend to be doors and treasure chests.
No,
And
it's
be an
Josh
ass.
next. I rolled a 6. He rolled a 2.
I need a soda, Rory.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what I'm
sorry.
beckoning for. Thank you. Oh, Jesus
You're
Christ.
so stupid.
You just threw it at me. How am I stupid?
That's a
I'm ready
man.
to open that.
That's a real
I'm
man.
ready to open that now.
Josh,
Thanks.
mimic.
It would be fine regardless.
Mimic is the move in Pokemon that Mime Juniors often know. How you doing, bud?
Drew,
Doing
you're
good?
not supposed to let it drip onto the carpet, you fucking idiot.
Better than the table. Anyway.
Well, it's already dripping on the table,
I'll
so...
get it. Keep going with mimic.
Mimic is a Pokemon move in Gen 2, I believe, was introduced. Mime Juniors often know it. It's
Mime
back
Junior
one
was
of
Gen
their-
4 though.
I'm just saying, Mime Juniors often know the move, Devin.
Jesus Christ. Don't interrupt the man.
So says the guy who interrupts me.
I know, because you're an asshole.
Lets you copy
Why, thank
a
you.
move
You're welcome.
that a Pokemon had used before you, and then you learn that move in place of Mimic for that battle. It's a pretty sweet thing. I prefer Copycat, because then you can
could've
replace
said-
it.
you
But,
could've said, Ditto.
Ditto
he
has
doesn't learn
transformed.
Mimic. He knows
Yeah,
transform.
that's
And he
totally
turns
different,
himself
Drew.
into the Pokemon, learns all the moves they know.
So,
Come on!
Are you,
They only have 5
are you
PP,
a
though.
noob?
But,
We all live
Competitively-
in a Pokemon world, except Drew.
Pokemon.
Yeah, fuck Drew.
Sorry, guys.
In competitive terms, you never really see Mimic used at all because it's kind of a garbage move. But,
You gotta take the turn to use it, and then after that, you're probably dead.
yeah.
To be fair, this is the. Actually, no. I still haven't had to research for these. So.
What did you do?
He dropped his dice.
Mimic,
My
right?
Alright, so,
I'm gonna lose.
Drew, I'd like to recall a long lost memory of yours that you may have forgotten. I'd like you to recall the back seat of our van driving to the airport.
Oh
I know.
god.
So, my friend, Drew and I, we got along pretty well most of our lives. However, one thing that we would do to each other on occasion when we were younger is copy what the other person was saying. So, when one person would say something, they would just go ahead and say the exact same thing. So, I remember one time when I was on the car ride to an airport with Drew, I said, you're a fucking idiot. I was 3 years old. Drew said, you're a fucking idiot. And I said, no, you are. And he said, no, you are. And then from there on, it was just continuous from the entire way. So, we start talking, and I'm trying to make a conversation, but nothing is happening, of course, because he's an asshole. So, finally, we get to the point where I'm literally saying, like, I'm stupid, I'm an idiot, and Drew would continue to copy me because he was like, I don't want to lose. And I was getting, like, intense joy from this. And then,
I mean, you were saying it too.
yes. Then I finally said, mimic. Then Drew's eyes got rather wide, and they turned red, and then green, and then yellow.
I'm
Then
colorblind.
Well, then it's a good thing you're not in this fucking
So
story.
then they turn gray, and then gray, and then gray, and then gray.
And then also gray, and then to green again, and then they turn normal.
And then,
he s-
even
and
though
then
I was colorblind, they turned red.
And then- Drew took the soda can, the empty soda can, from his cup holder, and he broke it open so that there was a sharp edge, and he sawed open my throat. Then I woke up,
You're okay now, right?
Still
and then
feel
I
the
had a dream
stitches.
the next night of him cutting open my thumb. End of story.
What were you talking about?
I
Mimic?
actually, this is
Pokemon?
a true story. This is a true story. I had a,
Josh.
This is
I did-
subliminal
the-
messaging, so you'll eventually make one about Pokemon.
This is a mimic, everybody.
Yeah, I know what a mimic
It's
is.
similar to a
You know
Mime
what the
Junior.
mimic does.
You went ahead and told me that if I don't be
By
funny,
the way,
there's no way I can win.
I will be putting these up. What was your story
You
again?
could be accurate and funny.
I said it's the guy that follows your party around, says the same thing, and no one will let you kill him because he's hysterical.
I'm
I
gonna
was
go with
telling
Devin.
Thank you.
What?
Devin has not quite yet. He feels bad.
What?
Pity points. Pity,
Pity
points.
points.
I'm claiming
Fuck
it.
you. I claim it as well.
I got a 2 on initiative.
Good
Next-
thing I got a
cookie.
1.
Next round, initiative.
2.
Oh.
Guys, damn.
Hey!
Well, it all looks like we're moving at the same time. So,
right.
what's it so we all can talk at the same time?
No, absolutely not. This is convoluted enough. Keep go. Again.
1.
Good thing I got a 1.
Roll again, you do.
Well, we're gonna, or we could just
Oh
go
my
this
God.
way.
Good thing I got
4.
a 1.
That's a 6.
Does that count?
Okay. Lolth.
Did you just say wolf?
Lolth. Lolth.
LOL. Lol.
So, lol. Okay. So, imagine that you have a loaf of bread. I'm sorry, I use a lot of hypotheticals in this.
Imagine.
It does.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna do my next.
All right, I
warrior
have a
first.
loaf of bread, right?
All right. So imagine that you have a loaf of bread, and you see this loaf of bread, but you're high. So for some reason, this loaf of bread is the most funny thing in the world to you. So you're just laughing and chortling your ass off, and your ass just falls off.
I'm pissed that you used the
Then
word
you're
chortling.
confused.
Chortling.
You're just really confused because your ass just fell on the ground, and there's a piece of bread in front of you, and you can't stop laughing. So you take the bread and you rip it open, and inside there's an L, just a solid L. You're like, what the fuck is this doing in here? Then you rip it open a little bit farther, and you see a TH, and you realize that you can smell colors. And then you eat it, all of it, and then you turn into a dragon, and you assume the title of Lolth, assuming the LTH.
In the world of Dungeons
Hey,
and Dragons.
yes, this was in one of my campaigns, I assure you.
Lordy,
No.
whoever ate that bread's powerful.
Anyways, so as he took the name Lolth in admiration of Lol because he was laughing so much, and the fact that he was assless because of it, and he could never forget. And the TH, which he found within the bread, of course, and then it also sounds like loaf, which is what gave him his powers. This magical high drug loaf of bread. That's it.
Wolf.
Imagine, if you will, that you have a very, very disgusting ex-girlfriend. And I mean, she is
I have to imagine.
she is the worst.
Oh! Oh!
Is it Rory?
No, fuck off.
I'm just kidding.
Now then, imagine if she has long white hair, and from the waist down, she was a spider. Now, you might be sitting there going, what? Well, I must tell you that is my ex-girlfriend, people. My ex-girlfriend is Lol. Sort of, but this is more of another.
Run that up there.
Yeah, just imagine, if you will, that this is my
Throw it
ex-girlfriend.
at the camera.
Imagine, if you will, that is my girlfriend, spider legs and all. She was a terrible person,
Wolf.
and yeah. Womanly charms. She tried to kiss me and seduce me, and it didn't work because I'm a manly man who can resist it.
Yeah. You have 0 save versus charm,
Her
bro.
vagina shot out webs.
Oh,
Oh, God,
Drew.
Why'd you have to go there?
You went to a dragon shooting semen out of its mouth.
That's a
Go
different
ahead.
story. It was a
Hey, Drew,
headed
Drew,
dragon,
real
and
quickly.
that's Tiamat's fault, not mine.
do you want to tell everyone what the Roman meaning of vagina is?
The Latin
Sure.
meaning.
Or the Latin, excuse me.
Sorry. Vagina in Latin roughly translates to sword holder.
There's your fact of the day, people.
This is why I'm going to a sword fight later,
With whom?
so that I can sheath it at the end of the battle.
Hey
Oh.
Hey-o!
Hey!
Hey.
Okay, go in there. Lol.
You virgin bastard.
Swim in the poon.
You virgin bastard.
Never say that again. Lol.
Yeah, I'm a virgin asshole.
So I like League of Legends.
Right?
Oh, God.
He likes
God.
League of Legends.
Ish.
You like League of Legends.
No, you,
You
don't,
like
Drew.
League
You
of
don't
Legends.
play any.
Because I can't. I never bothered to install it on my new computer. But I have now, actually. I just did recently, and I'm going to be playing it soon.
League of Legends is more or less known as LOL because that's what people call it.
Yeah.
And
League of Legends.
TH refers to the hell because people say that a lot when you're like, I love League of Legends. Like, the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well,
Well, it's a fun game.
Thank
Fuck off.
so the abbreviation.
I can waste my life on it if I want.
The abbreviation for people who love League of Legends, in the words of the people who don't like them, is LOLTH, aka Lolth. So we're all Lolths. Because we like League of Legends.
And people go, the
so
hell
if
at
Steven
us.
was here, he'd be like, the hell, Lolths. I'm like, Steve. Thanks.
I'm going to go with
How you
Devin's
lol.
because his is accurate, and his girlfriend is lol.
My 2 exes, actually. Not just 1, but 2. That's right, I dated 2
This is lol,
Yep.
everybody.
Spider bitch.
Yes.
Spider bitch.
All right.
Everyone loves the spider bitch.
Roll for initiative, please.
Everyone
got a 1. One of these times,
I got a 1. I
it's
can't.
going to
Fuck.
work.
I hate.
We all
going
rolled
first.
the same thing this time. I rolled 4, you rolled 6.
I
Rory rolled-
demand a reroll.
Displacer beast.
All
Yeah,
right.
they're getting harder now.
Oh, they weren't hard to begin with.
Leopardy looking thing. No, that's not. That's another thing. Anyway, so my friend, have you ever been displaced?
Maybe.
Are we going hypothetical again, Rory?
No. I'm asking a question.
Imagine you have
Hey.
been displaced.
You haven't been well, if you haven't, no. So,
Have you ever displaced yourself?
have you?
It's a
You know what? Fuck off for a second, all right? Okay, thank you.
Jeez.
When you displace
Whoa.
something, it's like you've lost it. It's like, oh, I placed it somewhere where I can't
That's
diss it.
misplaced.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Fuck off.
We got a bucket of dice to throw at you.
I'm going to start.
Take 6 damage. Take 6 damage.
Josh is a
6
teddy bear. It'll
damage.
just bounce off him.
Jack Teddy Bear. I
Anyways,
think so.
so, when you display something, it's like it's placed somewhere where you can't diss it. Like, so it's like your crappy phone. You like leave it underneath the couch, and it's like, fuck this stupid phone. But I can't really diss it because it's not right there in front of me. So it's out of dissing range. So,
What is the range for
dissing?
dissing?
Huh?
What is the range on a dissing
We'll
attack?
discuss that another day.
Is that a 5-meter attack or is that touch?
I'd say it's about the range of how many fucks I give about your comment.
Is that none?
That's about how many meters.
So it's a touch attack.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Anyways.
We figured
So-
it out.
It's a touch attack. Yep.
Adding this to the campaign.
We're playing this.
Go on, Rory.
Anyways, so excuse me. So when you are displaced by a beast, so there's this thing called the displacer beast, which is what we're fucking talking about. You already fucking knew that. I'm an idiot. So it looks kind of like your worst nightmare combined with
So
Good
like,
answer.
so like
That's
my
my answer for everything.
So like my
Hentai
ex-girlfriend.
nightmare.
During this
yeah,
game,
so
you don't say many
imagine
words, but at least half of
Devin's
them have to be hentai.
ex-girlfriend, except
Go
with
friends.
yeah, except with also instead of as well as being spider bitches that look horrifying, they have tentacles which on touch attack they displace you.
At a range of 0 fucks,
Yeah,
displace
at
you.
a range of 0 fucks in distance. So
How does one
once
measure
they
a
displace
fuck?
you, they cannot find you, and they're like, "You're a fucking stupid bastard. Where are you?" And they start screaming, and they want to murder you. But as soon as they've touched you, they can't see you, and you're out of dissing range. So they spend their entire lives lonely and really pissed off.
So like my
about it.
exes.
Just stop.
Oh.
The
Oh,
joke is
shit.
old. The joke is
I
old.
forgot. Oh,
There are 2 more
Displacer
people to
beast.
go.
Yeah, he didn't see it. I didn't think.
Maybe not.
Displacer beast, Devin.
Every time it does that, it's like a spray.
Every time it winds up hitting me, no matter where I
Devin,
stand.
Displacer beast.
Displacer beast. Well, as Rory has put it, that you are out of dissing range. I think you're more out of placement range. You're just somewhere over the rainbow. Like, here's a hypothetical question: have you ever lost yourself?
Don't build off.
In the music, the moment
Have you ever
not
lost
let it
yourself?
go.
Have you left?
You got one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. It's opportunity. Once
Time
in a
you to blow the
lifetime.
band.
Oh, mom's spaghetti. Okay.
Have you ever? I know it's really hard, but have you ever lost yourself somewhere? Like you don't know
Lost
where you've
myself
lost.
in a really dark place when I started listening to
until
this
you
spiel.
lose yourself in it. That's why we won't back. Okay, sorry.
But yeah, this lovely creature likes to play music so that you lose yourself in it, and then it tries to eat your throat at a range of 0 fucks.
You're stealing my jokes.
Rory's
All
You-
of them.
You were building off mine the last time, so shut up.
No, I was not. I was telling a legitimate story.
Displacer
I had a
beast.
dream like that, except for
I had a
that.
dream.
I did not.
That one
I
day,
had a
my
dream where
children
you
would
cut
live
my
in a
throat.
nation.
Whoa.
Not be judged
He's
by
the
color of
black
their
guy in
skin,
Minecraft, alright?
But more so,
By the content of
He's
their
the black guy in
character.
Minecraft.
What the fuck? By the content of their YouTube channel. What are we talking about right now?
Displacer beast.
looks like a blue panther with 2 tails.
I knew that was bad. I thought it had the panic attack. No!
It's like I don't know what those are called. It's not like a. It's curved. It's like sight. Alright, sickle. Is that thing? Do I win?
Shivering mouth.
You guys seen the Hunger Games?
Yeah.
No, Jabberjay.
Yeah.
Gibbering mongers, the Jabberjay's distant relatives.
Mouthers.
Well, even better. The
They
gibbering
give
mouther.
back.
That was they designed them as birds just like the Jabberjays, but they made their mouths too big because they wanted them to have like megaphone quality loudness when they were gibbering, if you will. And so the mouths were too big, and the birds couldn't fly. They were like at least 3 times the size of their body,
That's really big.
but they were like
Bro.
human mouths instead of beaks. So
What
they
the
also
fuck?
couldn't eat. So then they all started dying off, and they were like, "Well, we need to fix
They had-
these gibbering
They had
mouthers."
mouths that were 3 times their body size, but they couldn't eat.
Yeah, because they didn't have beaks.
Why do they need beaks?
Because
When a
birds
human mouth
need
would
to
work
eat with
better.
their beaks.
No, they don't.
Not all birds do.
Maybe this is a woodpecker. Can't peck the wood if you don't got a beak.
But it's not a woodpecker, it's a
Good
gibbering
point.
mouther.
Good fucking point. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot.
I mean, some birds require their beaks, others don't. I like that pinky action you got going there with your Dr. Pepper.
Thank you. We're classy here. Give me
Hey,
a monocle.
hey, Josh.
Give me a monocle.
Hey,
Drew,
Josh.
give me a monocle.
Josh,
Give me a monocle.
you're not.
And a top
he's
hat.
not editing
Stop.
this.
Yes, I am.
And a top
Josh,
hat. Top hat
stop
monocle.
making my job
Top hat
difficult.
monocle.
Hey,
I'm not
to
doing
Josh.
it.
Yeah.
It's John Cena!
Gibbering mouther, Devin?
Well, you see,
They're the bird keepers, by the way.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
these are those
No.
bitches in the...
I am the park keeper, better known as the bird keeper.
Gibbering mouther?
Continue.
If I may, this is that bitch in the group of girls that no matter what will not shut up. You can look at her and go, dude, shut the fuck up. And she won't.
Sean.
And they're usually like the best.
Sean. It's Sean.
They're usually like the best
Strong
friend of the girl you're
Connery.
interested in.
Exactly.
Yes, all the time, right?
The fact
the
that
best friend of the girl you're interested in,
Like,
all the time.
you gotta play nice with her, but you don't want to hear
Wow.
her talk about how terrible her
You're
life
not
is.
wrong. He is not wrong.
He's not for once.
I think Drew gets a point for
Are you
this.
talking about-
Drew gets a.
What?
I
Who
know
am
exactly
talking about?
what you're talking
He knows
about.
exactly what I'm talking about. You get a point.
But yeah,
Inside.
you can't be
I'm on
mad
the
at
inside.
her. You cannot
I'm
be.
on the inside of his. Not gonna do
Life.
that.
Okay.
Life.
Gibbering mouther.
That's what I
Oh,
was
sorry.
looking for.
But no
It's
matter
on the
what
inside
you,
of my body.
no matter what you do, you can't be mean to her because she's the best friend of the girl you're
Inside of
interested in.
your asshole.
She's the roadway to get that girl.
Hey, I gave you that.
Get that.
Hey,
Swiggity
is that all
swooty.
right?
I'm going for the booty.
The more I hear Rory say things, I just want to kill myself.
Why? It's so great.
Not really.
Gibbering mouther, Rory.
All right. So my friends, I'm gonna have to go into hypothetical again. Shit.
I think we
This
should
doesn't
outlaw.
win games.
I think we should outlaw
No,
hypotheticals for
it's
Rory.
Okay. Okay. So, you know that head I was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Where you like popped out the eyeball and then put the tentacles on?
Yeah.
Instead
holder?
of doing that, just drop the head in a blender.
Yeah.
Turn that blender on for around 30 minutes. Watch it blend. You want to see the process that ensues. Also,
I
add
had
in
a
some
nightmare
blood,
about
more
that.
eyeballs, and teeth. A lot of teeth. What will come out eventually after you've added enough uranium and other radioactive materials
How do you
is
acquire these?
a
Legally or illegally?
You know, that's up to the user of this manual I'm writing right
Okay.
now. Anyways, verbally writing. Shut up.
Communist cookbook?
Anarchy.
They can't know I'm the author, Drew! Anyways,
Anarchist.
so, shut the fuck up. Didn't write that. I did not. Anyways, so, after you have added
Rory's
enough
gonna be
radioactive
communist.
material, shut the fuck up. So, it will come out as a kind of mush, just kind of covered in eyeballs with sharp things poking out of it. You
My
gotta
favorite.
leave that for a couple of days. Eventually, in the middle of the night, a thing will come oozing into your room, and you'll be like, finally, my gibbering mouther is ready! It'll be probably about 6 feet tall, just a mound of, like, flesh and rotting shit, and several billion mouths and eyeballs just staring at you. And, what you need to do right then is you finished your smoothie, so you need to drink it. So you just stick a straw in him and continue to slurp until he is nothing leaving eyeballs and teeth behind, of course, because that's gross, and then you're done.
All right, this is gibbering mouther.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I know.
Because I was like, either he is way off and just having a lot of fun describing this, or he's perfect. So I was like, oh yeah, he's perfect.
Yeah.
I think Rory gets that point regardless.
Yeah, he did get that point. Sorry, I didn't
Well,
say it.
damn it. As I'm
I'm
sitting
not
here
keeping
like,
track of points.
Roll
Drew.
initiative, please.
I'm not keeping track of points for your shit.
that's a 6,
editing.
that's a 1.
I didn't roll yet. Good thing I got a 1.
I got a.
Ah! He did it, guys. He got a 1 finally. We
My
got to roll.
editing
If you
might
say
be
it enough
shit.
times.
Good thing I
Hey,
got a 1.
my editing might be shit, but at least I'll do it.
Oh,
So-
Rory.
Whoa!
Wait, do we tie now?
Just
Do we
kidding.
tie now?
Reroll.
Alright.
Reroll
Rory,
that.
we gotta reroll.
I'm going to break your
Good thing I got a 1.
stupid piece of shit.
Okay, so it goes, Josh. I about called you John.
John Stewart, Green Lantern.
John Cena.
Side note, we were talking about
God damn
Deadpool
it.
before.
Josh.
Ryan Reynolds is much better Deadpool than Green Lantern. Okay, what?
Bullet.
A bullet's the thing you put in a gun. You use it to shoot people.
No way.
Bang, 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 bang. I want a gun in my hand and I want to shoot all of you and blood to spurt. All of the editing.
Second?
No,
Rory,
he is.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 1 first, remember? And then
We
you were
tied.
Just then you were just going between you.
And
So you're second.
Ugh. Fine. What is it again?
Bang, bang,
Bullet.
bang, 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 bang.
Bullets really don't feel good. They like to travel at really high speed. And contrary to all of the movies and shit, you can't really avoid them. They move faster than any of your muscles can
Unless you're
pull
in the
and
Matrix.
twitch. Even in the Matrix. I mean, you can't curve them. Mythbusters proved you can't curve them.
You can in the Matrix.
Rory, you get all upset with me when I interrupt you. Next time you interrupt
Tell me to fuck off, please. I'm ready. No, you can't punch me. You gotta say shut the fuck up.
I rolled to shut you the fuck up and shove you in the bag of holding. Looks like I succeeded.
No, I didn't. I don't think that. I think
Get
we
me
need
the
to
large
review
burlap
the
sack
right?
from the room.
Go on,
Contrary to what all the modern movies are, you can't shoot a bullet out of the air with another bullet. There's literally
Really?
Yes, you can.
you theoretically can, but you can't move fast enough to actually.
You can't do it on purpose, but it's happened in the Civil War.
Yes, I'm fully aware that by pure coincidence it can happen, but there is no scientific way that you as a gunman can shoot another bullet out of the air beyond pure luck.
What about as a
True.
Gundam?
Gunman.
What about a gun?
I mean, unless you just put two guns nose to nose and
doesn't that
fire.
just explode?
That's just a bad idea.
Explodes.
Well, the bullets would hit each other now, wouldn't they, motherfucker?
I mean, okay, yes, you can rig it so that it happens.
But
there's-
aim two like sniper rifles. at
You
each
said
other.
pure luck, my friend.
You can rig it to happen, otherwise it's going to happen by pure luck. Also,
True.
getting a bullet pretty much anywhere in the body is just a bad thing. I know this.
So we're just giving facts about bullets now.
I can't remember for the
Bullet.
life of me what the D&D bullet is, so.
I remember.
Is it
Good
a bullet
for-
bill?
I don't know why I remember.
Probably
this.
a bullet bill.
So, my friends, I've had trouble recently. People just keep shooting my bullets out of the air and curving them like it's the fucking Matrix, and I don't understand what's going on. So,
How are they curving your bullets?
I don't know. I shoot them and they curve them out of the way of them. Like, what the
Metaphysics.
fuck,
The
bro? It makes no
Force.
sense. I think they just
The
have the force. They
Force.
might have the force. So, I have come up with
That
the
was the
most
last
brilliant
podcast.
of strategies. Think with me, if you will.
Oh,
This
I've
is a
got
real
it.
thing, so it's not not a hypothetical. I'm just telling you what it's about. About a small triceratops
Okay.
with a very hard carapace,
What's
no
his name?
horns on the front. Jerry,
All right.
Bill, Oscar,
Michael?
What were you
Lamar,
playing? Fire.
Michael,
He's
and
all of those
George.
names?
No, there are 6
Lamar.
bullets in the chamber, idiot. Fuck off. All right.
You mind unplugging my charger
Can
down
you
there?
relist those names, right?
Jerry, Oscar, Lamar, George.
Michael.
Michael was one. You gave that to me. I think I said George twice, honestly.
No, you said Bill. You said
Bill.
Bill.
Bill the bullet Bill. Anyways, so
Denim.
so this small triceratops has a smooth head and a carapace all about his body. So he's like really smooth and he has no shell. He has no horns on his head.
He's not a
plate, so it's
triceratops.
just-
Triceratops.
well, he looks like a little triceratops, except he doesn't have the horns.
What is he, a
Isn't there dinosaur that
protoceratops?
looks like that already?
No, he has no horns at all. It's just smooth. He just
Yeah.
has that body shape. So, the cool thing about them is that they can fold up into the shape of a small
Armadillo.
little bullet, like an armadillo. Yes, exactly. So,
An
I put them in the
armadillo.
chamber. George, Bill, Oscar, Lemar, Michael, and Bill.
George, Bill, Oscar, Lamar, Michael, and
George.
I already said George. I'm
Jerry.
I'm
Jerry.
trying to.
Oscar.
Jerry.
Oscar.
Jerry.
Oscar.
Oscar, Michael, Jerry.
Anyways, so they're in there snugly, folded up, and when you fire them out, whenever someone tries to use the force or to bend them, they just say, "Fuck you, I have a will of my own," and shoot them instead. And they go straight through their skull. I'm like, yeah, I'm a happy man. Then, if someone tries to shoot my bullet out of the air, as they've been constantly doing, they have a mini arm wrestle with that bullet, and they win, and then they just throw it out of the air and continue towards their
What
target.
if they don't win?
They always win.
Alright.
They're the best around. Anyways, so that's why I use bullets instead of bullets.
Alright, this is a bullet.
That was pretty much right.
I was pretty much right.
Yeah. Rory?
I knew when Rory started describing it, that's what it was. Do you mind unplugging my charger down there?
Right.
It's the gray piece of shit DS charger because I was playing Fire Emblem before.
Which one?
Conquest.
Roll for initiative, please.
Awakening.
Conquest is bullshit.
Awakening.
Awakening's good.
Awakening is good.
1!
Good thing I got a 1.
Awakening's easy.
5! Rory.
I think that's a 4, right? That counts as a 4?
It's cockeyed.
Okay, give it to me again. I'll roll it again.
Cockeyed for a reroll.
Thank you, sir.
What? Not for all of you.
No, for you. I just
One.
moved,
you got a 1.
I just moved his dice back.
He just won.
Oh, you got juice.
It's war. I have to go first.
I got a
You
3.
go second. He goes.
I got a 1, a 2, and a 3 all in a row.
Alright, Rory.
Oh no, juice.
You on T.
So, as you may know, you just fucking showed him again, didn't you?
No, he didn't see
You
it. right?
fucking idiot!
I didn't see it
He
this time.
saw it.
I literally didn't see it this time.
I rolled to suspect shenanigans. Do I suspect shenanigans,
You do.
Rory? I suspect shenanigans.
Yeah. All right.
He didn't see it. I
You're,
He didn't
you're
even give me the
fucking
point
tilting
when I
this game
saw it
to-
last
You're
time.
tilting it towards his direction instead of our direction. Anyways,
One direction
one direction.
over the other.
Never.
Over the other direction.
I am not from the cast of American Teen Wolfman. Anyways,
That's our new band. Other direction.
The other direction.
Third direction.
Continuing on. So, shit. So, you're getting very sleepy. I'm waving a small piece of metal in front of your face, and this is hypnotizing you. I utter the command to you. You're like, what the fuck did you say? I said, you want tea. And you're like, what? I can't understand what you're saying. I said, you want tea! You fucking idiot! And you were just mishearing me the whole time. So you go and have your cup of tea. You come back. I rape you while you're still hypnotized, and then we're good.
Gosh.
Whoa, Roy, too soon.
It is.
Too soon.
For who specifically?
No,
I
there,
mean-
there was that one situation where the kids committed suicide because of the hypnotist or whatever, wasn't it?
What?
I didn't
What?
know that.
I didn't know about this! I didn't know about this!
Retract my statement.
Too
He
soon.
rapes them after the hypnotism.
Too soon for the thing I didn't know about.
What was it again?
You want tea?
You want tea? Well, imagine if you will a manatee.
Right.
Now, this man is a man. A tea. Now, what happens when you
Nope.
need a woman?
Nope, I'm done.
A tea. Well, this woman a tea turns to the manatee and goes, "You want tea? You likey? You needy?" And that is what you want tea means.
That was a combination of like a head banging rocker and banging someone.
Rory, are you okay? You're seasoned over there.
I'm not ready.
You
You're
want
seasoned.
I'm not ready.
Wow.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
You want
I'm not
tea?
ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Do we all recall the tea and applesauce analogy I made long
Oh my
ago?
God.
Flashback
Yeah.
if it's necessary. But I believe I said tea is the birth of life, and you want tea is when you want to have a baby because you want to give the birth of life to people.
So it's basically saying I want to have sex.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
So
as
you're
that.
like, hey
So
girl,
you want
girl,
tea?
you
You
like
like
want
tea?
tea? You want tea, girl? And she's like, yeah, I want tea. And it's like, all right, let's go to Starbucks.
go make some tea.
Let's go to Starbucks and
Go brew
some
some tea.
tea.
if you know what I mean.
I call
brew
Chanel.
some tea.
Yeah,
There it is.
This should be a saying. Oh, we fucked that
I
so
can't
bad.
with my left hand.
Let's. I call shenanigans.
Wow.
All right, Josh.
You basically just used what I said.
No,
Josh,
what
you
I
win.
said, he's.
You're talking about
you want
manatees.
tea.
You want tea, you like it, you
I
need
said,
it.
he said you want
I'm
tea.
talking about making
I was talking
babies.
about you want tea.
I'm talking about a man tea and a woman
win,
tea.
But I predicted this.
Anyway,
in the
you
first
do
round,
it. He
so.
won, so fuck you.
Good.
This is a UNT.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a snake with a sword.
They're basically the centaur equivalent of snakes.
No. Well, yeah.
It's a snake.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You're wrong.
Roll initiative.
I
please.
started yelling before realizing you were right. I'm sorry. I got a 1.
Damn it.
What did you get?
2.
I got a 1.
I get to go first. God
You go
damn.
second. I go last.
Rust monster.
Rasengan? I'm sorry. Go on.
Rasengan! Now that that's out of the way, obligatory Naruto reference out of the way, everyone.
I'll cut that.
There you are.
We're not talking about bullets anymore.
What are we on, Rust Monster?
I have the best around.
Well, you see, if you ever have seen a really old car, makes a lot of noise, runs like shit, it's rusted, paint's chipping off, that right there is a Rust Monster. And every time you see him on the road, you just think, God, what is that guy doing with his life? Does he even take care of his car?
I think his axle's gonna bust up through the wheel housing at this point.
There you go. That's a Rust Monster. They like to kill you by when you drive them, and said axle busts through, or they break down in the middle of the what?
What? No, I didn't say anything.
Or they break down in the middle of the interstate, and you get hit several times, and your Rust Monster is crunching and roaring because it's getting hit by multiple cars. It's a sad day when your Rust Monster dies because you loved it so much, but it hated you the
You
entire
loved it so
time.
much you wouldn't let it die.
And now it committed suicide on the interstate.
You're laughing at this.
It's okay.
It's a car.
Calm down.
Josh, or whose turn is it now?
It's me.
Okay, Josh, Rust monster.
All right, rust. Chemical formula. Fe2O3. Fe2 sounds like feet.
Hey, good man. By the way, chemistry.
Thanks, man. O3. Forget about
Very
it.
impressed with
I
his
am
chemistry.
It's basically a
He's
feet
right.
monster. It's the people with the foot fetishes. They're called feet monsters.
the people with the feet
And
fetishes
so,
are called
They're on their everlasting quest to go find the giant race because they want the giants'
Molecular
giant
formula
feet.
reference.
And if they don't have the giant feet, they're just depressed all the time. So they're like, man, this
Why-
sucks. We
Why
hate life.
big feet? I thought they wanted like petite feet. I don't know.
Well,
I don't
these
fucking know.
are
that.
rust monsters.
Good point.
Monster is in the
It's
name.
a different section. Section.
Sex.
I was trying to use that
Oh.
word you guys were using with the religions.
Sect.
Yeah,
Sect.
but I didn't know if that was the right word. So I was like,
Sex.
section.
You said sex.
Because I was like, sect, like plural. You guys kept saying it plural.
Sect.
You said it plural though.
Sect.
Say it plural.
Sect.
Sect.
See, that's what I was trying to say. But I didn't say it right.
S-E-C-T.
I know how to spell it.
Sect.
Oh my god.
Anyway, whatever. Continue.
Something
No,
about
no,
sections.
I
I
have
don't
to
remember
go
what I
yet.
was saying.
I'm about to kill
But
every
yeah,
single one of you.
feet.
I'm
They're
bored.
feet fetishy. Like true.
All right. So.
2 more.
Okay. So.
What the hell? I keep rolling a 1.
I'm sorry, guys.
9 straight
I
ones.
have to draw you into my life as the honorary.
Draw my
female.
life. Let's watch it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So
We're gonna need to start drawing.
I'm a lesbian. I just wanted to let you all know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Very
I know.
That's deep.
I'm glad
Thanks for
you-
sharing
I'm
with
glad
us. Thanks for sharing
I'm
with
glad
us.
you all finally know. Hey,
Sister,
bro.
sister, come here, hug.
So you know when you're really going at it with a girl? No, you don't, because you're all virgins. Go to hell. I don't know about Devin.
I am.
I
I am.
Thank you, Devin.
Alright, Devin. Alright.
You don't
Devin,
know my
I
life.
don't know. He's a tall, dark, handsome motherfucker. Anyways,
I'm a tall, dark-haired, smooth-talking
no,
motherfucker.
he's not any of those actually, except for tall.
Roy, how
Maybe
many
dark.
girlfriends have you had?
One, and that was like how many years?
Oh.
How many girlfriends have I had? But the problem is most of those
They
were
were all
spider
assholes.
bitches.
Here's
Not
the,
my current one.
here's the question:
True.
Is having more girlfriends
just
a good
Good
thing?
thing or a
Same.
bad thing? You make a fair point. We can discuss that on the next podcast.
All right, yeah. So.
Cite that down.
Coming
Write
So-
that
in
down.
the next one.
When you really want to
Possibly.
go at it with a girl, the first thing you do is you buy a strap-on. Of course. when you're a girl.
If you're a lesbian.
Yes. If you're
I was like, what?
You know what? Your own.
What?
I mean,
If you want to get pegged as a guy, I mean, you can.
could just
you
make
go your
out.
own way.
you could just make out, but
You could,
No,
but
that's
I
for
mean,
quitters.
That's for losers.
We go for the gold here at Hyrule, guys.
Whatever.
Hyrule guys.
Hyrule guys.
Hyrule guys and Rory.
Hyrule guys.
Warriors!
The girl.
Hyrule Warriors!
There we go.
See, our 6th member really was a girl, guys.
Anyways. So I was on Etsy the other day, and I
That
bought
sounds great.
a metal strap-on.
Yeah.
It was entirely made out of iron.
Yeah.
So after several uses, of course,
I was wondering where this
we
was
had a
going.
little bit of trouble with the fact that we had a bit of our good friend FE203
Hey!
forming on it.
Okay,
And this is where
where
we
is this
find
going?
that rust.
It makes sense. It was supposed to be
Rust
geology
is the
rocks, but
real
they're not talking about
monster.
geology, so.
And it ruins everyone's day and everyone's anus. That's the end.
I'm not sure. Who you do that to.
Silent.
Well, let's see. We've got a feet fetish. We got strap-on bullshit, and we got.
I don't know where you get.
And we
Feet
got.
fetish is like one of the most far-fetched things we've ever gotten.
FE2
A
feet 2 feet.
Feet too, man!
2 feet.
Feet.
2 feet!
Ooh.
2 feet!
It's just feet. Ooh.
What was
Is that
yours?
the old car that's all rusty and tries to kill you?
Feet. Ooh.
Gotta give it to Devin.
Feet. Ooh.
So what's the score currently?
Bad.
Currently,
Yes, please. I think I'm behind.
Devin has 3 points.
Don't say it out loud if you haven't been tracking it, Drew.
Josh has 2 points, and Rory has 5 points.
I'm losing. How many
Roll for
points do
initiative.
I have to lose before I get to go home?
God damn it.
There's 2 more.
So
got
I at least
4?
have a chance to
Hey, don't
win.
roll again. You
I
got a
was
4.
throwing it in a box. I didn't know we were rolling.
Gith
1.
Yankee. Oh,
I got a
shit.
3 anyway
Well,
the second roll, so it doesn't
it
even
doesn't
matter.
matter. But who got first? Gith Yankee.
What?
Okay, I'm not going to go with that because it's boring.
Okay.
Okay, so Yankees fans are the worst.
God damn it, you stole mine.
100%. Yeah.
Fuck you.
All right, so
You ever met a
you know,
Yankees fan?
yes, I have. They wear their fucking gear all over the place, and it's fucking irritating. And they're like, "Go Yankees!" I'm like, I don't give a damn about baseball or any sports. And then they say, "Go Yankees!" And I say, "Okay, well, have your fun." Go Yankees! And I say, "Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Just leave me alone. Go Yankees! Go Yankees!" They never stop. They never stop. They never
And you
slow
said,
down.
"Get your
Can't stop once.
Yankee ass out of here."
Wow, Drew.
You literally took the words out of my mouth!
You're welcome.
I have to go with something else.
No. That was good, Roy. I take
Okay,
it.
no, I'm not done yet.
I take it, Roy. I
I'm
take
going,
it,
I'm
Roy.
going.
I take it.
So I scream back at them as I'm crying, "Get your Yankee ass out of here!" And then we're done.
Drew said.
Why did
Yankee.
you steal my punchline, Drew?
Yankee.
Why? That's the most dick move there is.
Give the Yankee.
GIF Yankee.
Give the Yankee.
Grazie.
You ever heard the song Yankee Doodle? Went to town, riding on his pony.
Yeah.
Stuck a feather in his hat. Called it macaroni.
Stuck a finger in his butt and called it. What was it?
Drew, stop.
Well, there was an alternate
So-
song.
It was dumb.
A GIF is a video
Oh my.
without sound. I hear. Apparently, that was something I had a misconception about yesterday. But
Yeah,
GIFs don't have sound,
No, they do not. They're just like a repeating image.
and they're repeating images.
A repeating animation.
Animations.
Whatever.
So therefore, the GIF of Yankee Doodle the song. There you go. GIF of Yankee Doodle the song. It's just a guy
I
riding a
think you should
pony.
be
sticking a feather
disqualified
in
for
his hat.
saying it GIF.
Is it not a GIF?
It's a GIF.
I don't know.
You're a
It's,
GIF.
it's always a
All right.
constant debate. I'm not,
GIF peanut butter?
I'm not taking a side.
Just
I'll talk about religion, but I'm not choosing a side on
I'm a
GIFs.
GIF now.
me too.
Or GIFs.
There's no sound, idiot.
GIF Yankee.
I just want this.
See, you know, the Yankees rival the Red Sox. No,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that.
this is a
I
good.
knew.
I
this is a
actually
good
know
lady.
a lot more about
Black
baseball than I
Sox.
let on. I watch
So,
baseball. more than probably anything else.
That is an insult, because you know what a git is, right?
Yes.
It's kind
When
it's
you
kind of
get
like
it done,
It's an idiot.
no, it's an idiot.
It's you.
Thanks.
fight,
Rory.
fight. Kiss, kiss.
Just remember. This is my sister. Excuse me.
happen. I was waiting. It didn't happen.
Why?
Well,
you
that's
know-
embarrassing.
As you turned away, I went.
God damn it.
Go ahead.
So among the
The
Red
camera
Sox,
saw.
among the wrong on the wrong Sox,
Jeez,
among the Red Sox,
They didn't
There-
see that probably. Actually,
there is a
sorry.
very very special insult for them Yankees, and that is them get Yankees. So, in all relevance, in actual D&D, the get Yankee are the green skinned people from the astral plane, because screw it, I'm not gonna win by stealing Rory's joke, and or counter stealing my joke back. I'm just.
How
gonna-
was it your joke? I came up with it on my own.
You
We
clearly
did the
read his
same
mind.
thing.
You clearly read his mind.
Yeah.
So
I
if
read
Rory
his mind,
gets the
you're right.
point here, then
Did
there's.
you say we were hypnotists?
Rory
before
gets the point.
hypnotizing children?
Last
So
question, guys.
I can win it with this one.
Jesus, what already?
Let's make it worth 50 points.
No.
Raise
let's
the
not do
stakes. Raise the stakes.
That's a bad
Raise the
idea.
stakes.
It's not.
Hand
I
jobs.
hate it when
Hand
they do
jobs.
that.
Hand-
that. What are hand jobs, Josh?
They're medicine for Lolth, Rory.
I think I want a hand job.
Hand
Hand
jobs
jobs.
for everyone.
Hand jobs. Hand jobs.
All right.
Hand jobs.
Oh, I didn't roll.
Has everyone rolled for initiative?
One.
The
Three.
final battle.
Hey, that's
the
three.
greatest battle you will ever face.
One.
Damn it.
1, 2, 3. We're winners.
You were
One
looking
first.
into the face of
Oh,
a Terrask.
your
You
mom.
must face this Terrask. What is a Terrask?
I'm gonna have to enlighten you a little bit more about strap-ons, my friend.
What I was gonna say.
So when you're pegging a girl,
Who says that?
Or a guy, let's not be
okay, I'm sorry,
sexist.
or a guy up the ass, if that's what
That's
you're-
not my thing, but let's not be sexist.
So, there's times when there's how do I say this and be not rude? There's a stopping point where it stops, and you're a little bit afraid. You're terrified, actually, that you're going to tear the ass.
Terrifying.
So, the Terrask is this feeling of just complete and utter terror as your dick or false dick just stops for a moment, and you're like,
At this
oh my
point-
god, I broke it! Oh my god, I broke it! And then it's fine, and you continue. But it happens several times. That terror is part of the underlying greatness of sex.
Dick?
Huh?
If you have a strap on, how do you know this?
No, it's the person.
I said,
with
if you have a
it's-
dick or a fake dick.
It's the
not
person that's
you, yeah,
receiving
it's the
it.
person receiving that. you
They
feel.
experience the
They
Terrask.
call out. Okay. Got it.
They're like,
Do you tear
they're just horrified that they're going,
Do you ask them if they're having a Terrask?
Drew, get the hell out of here.
Please
no,
go away.
That's
Please
what,
go
that
away.
would be
No,
rude
no.
and inconsiderate.
Go away and never come back.
You
And it
just
only
keep-
lasts for a moment.
You-
and then
you just keep going,
continues.
right?
And-
Leave a
yeah,
comment
just
if
keep
you want
going.
Drew to go away and never come back.
Yes. Do it.
You know when a woman is about to have her period and she has PMS, the pissed at men syndrome?
Wow, we went right here, didn't we?
It came. You might say.
So, so what you should know about pissed at men syndrome is if you are on the receiving end of it and you piss her off in any way, even a tiny bit, then you are in a state of absolute terror and you have to ask how much trouble you're in. That is the Terrask.
Do you ask her if she's on her period?
No, you never ask. You know.
Yeah.
You inherently know.
No.
But if she is on her period and she has developed the pissed at men syndrome, and you piss her off, then you have to ask her in utter terror how much trouble you're in and when you can have sex next. And that is the end of my go at this.
Terrask?
Video. If that makes a BB noise, tell me.
Josh, Terrask?
Terror.
Alright, bro, that's not gonna fly.
Terrorisk.
Not even between you and me.
Terrorist.
Sis.
Terrorist.
We're never having sex again.
No. We never had it in the first place, you fucker!
I'm not saying anymore.
We all know
Like
the
a
troubles that
virgin.
face America these days
Okay.
of the war on terror. Is that still happening?
Yeah.
That's
yes,
still
it
happening.
is.
The
It is
war
still
on terror.
happening.
Again with the ignorance thing.
Ignorance
This
is
is why we
bliss.
shouldn't have a podcast.
Terrorist sounds like terrorist.
You should speak louder for the microphone.
Terrorists are bad,
They are.
and they do bad things.
You're right.
Like
So Rory wins.
hack Instagram accounts and post fake nudes of celebrities. Still waiting on those nudes of Drew.
You're calling him a celebrity.
That's a little too nice.
I was hoping for points. Did I get points?
Victory lap!
Go die in a hole.
Rory wins. Please post your comment for Now You Know. Thank you very much. Bye bye.